Hello everyone, happy Tabletop Tuesday. So we are live again just on Twitch today. I was then trying to get OBS to talk to YouTube, but computer says no, so I gave up. So we will eventually be coming back onto YouTube and stream. I missed the test. I just thought I put test on to make sure the chat was still working while I mixed it back. Because I was trying to... I had my restream all set up, but then I couldn't OBS. I was trying to Google it very quickly. I said I finished work late, so then it means this is why we're late today. So then I tried to set up so I could be live on YouTube, but then to get the dock on OBS, that meant I can then override the information on both streams was not appearing, and quick Googling was just like, it should just appear. Well, it doesn't. So I thought, you know what, we're just going to save me having to go live and then somehow just when I'm live edit it that way. We're just going to upload. So it was not a very exciting test you missed. It was literally me making sure that my chat was actually working. Yeah, it's like faff by the sounds of it is. But welcome in anyway, Watts. But yeah, you didn't miss anything. It was just me testing. It's not all faff, and I was like, I really haven't got the time because I could literally be here for a long time trying to sort it out. It's been a long day. So we're here. So I'll try and sort it out. I am potentially might be upgrading things. I don't know. So I'm kind of like, I could put the effort in, but I might then be changing things around. So then I'm like, then I have to reset it all. Anyway, so it's just OBS doesn't always talk to whatever you want it to do. So what I've been doing is I have been downloading and uploading streams straight back to YouTube. So that's where we're going to be. So that's what the test was. Nothing incredible, unfortunately. Just me. I must keep them there to remind me. Or if I do that now. Peanut and King are going to go and buy me some more paint tomorrow. So actually, they're going to be trying them acrylic paint pens, acrylic paint. But I've just literally just had a drink. Right, since the right person. But you can buy. They now apparently got them in the store. It made me concerned earlier because he said my name, like really deadly serious, and was like, crazy. Also not quite that my real name. I was like, what have I done? And it was like, you need to enter a model in a painting competition. So now I was like, well, my Doomsday arc is done. But now we're working on the Shadow Queen. So I have actually done a little bit since I've last streamed. So that's staying like that for now. But I have painted her. I tried to paint over, so I haven't got any. I didn't think to sand it down. So I might try and cover that up with some paint. And then I got some lovely green paint on her arm. And then I started to go, fuck it. And I've written down all of the snakes in her hair. So all I've got to do for the snakes is to sort of then push like the mouthpiece around and then put teeth on it. But we've done the base. And then you may have seen on my socials, I have done exactly the same stone steps for Marathi. Apart from edging to this side bit. So I really wanted to do the base the next time I showed you. But I thought I need to wait for my red. Oh, and I have painted the skulls, but the skulls have kind of come out the same. You can kind of see them a little bit darker. But I was like, well, to be honest, they're kind of similar colour anyway. No, it's not even past trauma, but tell me, past trauma. Literally, like in every shape and form. It'll be the same if someone said my name like that. It was like deadly serious. It was like crazy. And I was like, you need to enter into the painting competition. I was like, okay. Yeah, it was more probably a case of you will, and then. But thank you. She's getting there. So that's the base that we done last time. I'm just using an ordinary acrylic paint I had. It is quite close to Menston Red, but I said my guys are going out and getting me some paint because it's literally that dried up in there. So the honoured welcome in. Hi. So at some point I will be coming back on YouTube. I sort of had a break to try and muddle things around, and then I realised I probably... That's why I need... Because if I went live on... I thought I could split it up, but then you wouldn't get all of this on YouTube. So... And I was just like, my brain can't fathom, so then I'd have to go live and then try and edit it whilst I'm live in case it doesn't work that way, because I'm not really a YouTube girl, I am a Twitch girl. So yeah, this is why we're just on Twitch, but we'll come back, we will come back. And then I've got a little bit of this. How does my office snake? How goes? How goes? She's going well, thank you. I have done a little bit more since I last streamed. As in, I've literally just put corn red on her coat. To be fair, I sat there yesterday, because what else do you do when we've had a storm? Look, for ages. I sat there looking at her, looking at her wings, then googling a picture of her, which she is right down the corner here. I kind of minus off the base, but there we go. To look at what colour to do and how to do her wings. So I thought maybe we'll start a little bit of that. I already know what colour I'm going to do, like her... I don't know if you call it a sort of spear, if that's the word. As you can tell, I've got red in it. Oh, it's like, you know what? And I've done her glove. I need to do like extra gold detail, which I started and then I gave up because I just sat looking. And then my neighbour popped round with some lovely flowers, newlyweds. They brought me some flowers around. So I thought I'd make a start. I know what colours I want, and I've literally just been sat here. Right, I must really keep them separate because they're two paints that I'd like. So she has now got the same base. Oh, I can't wait to do her base, but I'm waiting until I do her tail, because that'll be easier to paint over. Because what I'm going to do with her base is the Sandy. I have not got any of my... I've only got my Fallout models here, which are here. And I don't really like her base has come out a bit darker, Lucy's base. I haven't done any more on her, but I can lighten her up. There's my Maximus. This is when you have so many models on the go. So I'm going to paint over here, which is the textured sandy kind of texture. Paint over all of this. So you're not going to have the grainy mud, and then straight under here. So it will still have that slight little lip coming down, but I want it to be the same. So because we're kind of going, I could actually... Well, my thinking for the wings, so this is... Oh, no, I have got one. I lie. This kind of base. We do have one on my... That kind of textured base. So I made all of that painted, layered up the paint, and then hair dried it to get that textured base. And then her tail will look just like that. So red... I think I'd changed their tails multiple times of how I made them. I have written it down, thank God. And then just dry brush gold over the top. So, because that's why it's kind of come out on the edge of their tail to look like they're tracing through the muddy sand. Right, so the paints I have chosen. Can't remember, Barak? No, Burgundy, because I like the purple. So we're going to try and work on the wings. I have got a contrast paint, Luxion, but I think that might be a bit too much. And then I did think of, well, that's not the colour, ignore me. I have got some more corn red, but that's kind of the base. But I have got a couple of thin coats, which I'm kind of tempting just to dabble on more of the purple one, because this one comes out more browny. I don't even know what colour it. Desert Rust comes out more browny, and then I've got Vampire Thirst, which is a bit more purpley, sort of just to layer it on and then just go really dark, so very similar to like the wings. Let's make her a little bit bigger, so she could be like that. There we go, she's joining in. I like how my Twitch hasn't actually caught up, and I just realised I can't see myself on screen, so now I'm like, okay, no, we are there. So you can kind of see how it goes two-toned, and I wasn't sure what to do first, which is her... I don't know what you call them. Bones? But I'm tempted to kind of keep it a very similar sort of colour, or doing it, because theirs going like really dark and grey. So I could borrow a greeny blue, but it's not going to match. But I thought it's probably actually best to do the wing bits first. So we're actually going to just wing it. Working light first, and then working in the burgundy on top. May or may not put the purple on top, I'm not sure. So we're actually just going to wing it on here. Because I don't really have a method to the colours that I really want. Because, yeah, I just sat here and was just like, I don't know. So we're going to go for it and see. Or like, I need sort of like a basey sort of colour to cover up all like... I mean, I could go over and paint them bits white, but then they're not going to really look right. We're just going to test a bit, and then if not, I'll just paint over it white. Like, I'm kind of a bit chaotic. This is why we're a bit chaotic stream, but hey, aren't we always? And then I can either water it down. So we are simply just going to try one bit, because then you need to look at her picture and see. This is when it's like start coming up. I was like, I did pick up the right one, you know. Yeah. I'm not too fussed on these paints. As you see, this is meant to be a purple, and it's coming up slightly kind of blood-like. But we're gonna experiment. This is meant to be more purple, that's why I'm not really that keen on these two thin coats. The blue is actually okay, it's the other two colours I've got. I mean, this does not look like a purple, so I'm trying to just... wash it all out. You know what? I'm not really liking that. It's not purple at all in the slightest. But this is why we're experimenting together. It's a bit of a chaotic stream, isn't it always? It's meant to be more purple, and it's not. And I don't have a gun. I can't think what they're called. Paint gun. I actually prefer that kind of, almost like making it like a watercolour. But I do want that base underneath, which I'm actually now really tempted to change up what I was going to do and watch that off, and then we're going to discard this paint. Okay, I am more keen to do a second thought here. Just to wipe off what we've just done. I can always paint over it in white if needed. So this one she's probably going to break now. Okay. So I can either keep her like really bright, or I have got a darker like a purple. I kind of like how the reds will kind of shine through. So I have got reds that I can use, and I have got a red layer because I want that kind of bleed. But we're now going to have to paint over that in white. This has literally been bugging me for so long to know, like, more like what colours to do than how to, if that makes sense. Do the process of finding what paints work for your models. Would you prefer the more rotative process that you're perfected? It's a good question, actually. I've learned a lot by watching other people stream, I must admit. Find what paints work. So the paints I was literally introduced to was Citadel, so that's the only paints that I've stuck to. I have got two thin coats. I've got three two thin coats that I got at a Mephidius event because that's what they use. Well, that's what they had there, so they were in the. I'm presuming they must know Duncan. So that's the only reason why I use them paints. But then I felt like I've learned a lot just literally by watching other people and other people saying that different paints do different things. So I have used, like say for my Scorch Beats Queen, I did use one of the Duncan Rose paints, and I really liked it because it was more like a dry brush, that rusty kind of colour. But I've definitely learned a lot by watching other streamers. To the fact now I'm like, yeah, I could apply this as a competition piece. How's painting go? Yo, Raymir, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you are well. But I am definitely finding it is kind of like just keep going, and they do say like the more you do. That's why I'm doing a lot of painting streams at the moment, not really like gaming streams, because I'm really into painting. I love it. But like something like her wings have stumped me. Like even ever since I had the model, I've had her what, like 2 years, and I'm like, I know what I want, but to get it, I'm not entirely sure how to get what I want. Which doesn't help. Like, for example, to show how mine is working right now, I have probably half of my paints on my tray that I'm not even using, or plan to use today. But they're all here on my tray. Let's just get rid of them for now. Like, I've got so much touch-ups to do. Somebody did ask me, when I raided out to someone, they're like, how long have you got left to do in this model? And I'm like, quite a lot. So I can't do the tail until I've got my paint, and I should be getting that paint some point tomorrow because the boys are going out to get me some because they're going to go and play a game. I was like, oh, apparently you guys are going out. Can you buy me some paint, Liz? So they're might try the acrylic pens. Has anyone actually used acrylic pens? And I was like, that'd be really interesting to use and then make content with as well, because you know my brain is now switching to, now I'm doing more and more painting. Like I've got some other requests to do like a lava base when I did my Necron ones. People are like, okay, now do a Necron. No, not do a Necron, now do a lava one instead of that. So I was like, yep, nope, I need some bases to do that with. To use a wet palette, they're apparently cute. Paint usable for hours. I don't. Some people have said to use one. I'm one of these people who do use the paint straight from the pot. That's just my work phone going off. I don't know if you heard that. Some people get moaned at. They go, "You don't see in your paints," and I'm like, no. I do sometimes, but what I'm working on, which you can't see, is literally an old paper plate which is now covered in paint. Or when I was doing her other bit, I've now got like a plastic lid which would work exactly the same as a wet palette. Obviously it's not quite designed to be a wet palette. A wet palette is a wet palette. But I also keep dabbing, so like my brush will still be sort of like wet or damp. So now I'm debating to go purple into red or just go purple. I'm quite tempted to get like go purple into purple and then have like, I don't have a really deep colour. If that makes sense. I know some people are like, you must use a wet palette, but each to their own. It's literally, that's what I love about this as well. It's just, I'm looking at my other paints and I'm like, oh, I wish I was going, because I could probably buy another paint that I don't need. There's so many different ways and techniques that people use. I see quite a lot of people as well painting in gloves. I'm like, that's such a good idea, because I will paint directly onto my hand, which you've probably seen from, let's say, the course of this evening. There is currently, actually there is a little bit of paint still left on me. There is nothing on my hand. Probably by the end of the stream my hand will be covered in paint, because I'll just use my hand. Absolutely professional here. as you can tell. I think I'm gonna... I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try this. It's probably gonna absolutely fail. So like now I'm like wetting the brush. But I don't want it to be like... So I'm gonna put on some purple. Which is a layer. Which is actually a colour that I initially bought to use for the Shadow Queen. But I don't like it too wet either. That's too much. Try not to knock anything over. So then what I'm going to do is actually going to lightly put this purple on. And then I might actually dry brush over some red. And then work in some other purple. So it's going to be like a really subtle, but work up the colour. Yeah, don't let people pressure you to do the things they do. By finding your own rhythm and learning things at your own pace. That's the thing, isn't it? You kind of start off like, oh, I need this, oh, I need that. Like, for example, I haven't got it on here. Like, most people, this is very hard to do in camera, so I'm trying my best. Also use, so this is why I'm not doing that bit. Yeah. Use one of them, like, little figure holders. I haven't got mine is not on my tray. Actually, one's a bit darker, not that dark. So they'll pop the figure on, and then they hold it instead of holding the model better directly. We're gonna just paint up. I don't know why I've just gone in the middle. Okay, that doesn't look as dark as it is in real life. I can't think what it's called. Like a little mold. It's a little plastic thing you hold. So instead of holding the model like that constantly, you're holding the little thing. People love them. People say that's the best way to paint. I don't. As you probably learned if, like, say, if you continually watch me, I will hold the model at every single angle, and I don't go on with them. I'd rather hold the model. But again, each their own. So I would slowly build up. I did see on Temu came up on my Instagram, and I was like, I didn't see it was Temu at first, and I liked the post because I was like, oh my god, it looked like somebody had literally. Should I just keep going? Why not? We're gonna trust. What was my saying? We're going to trust the process. Is the process trusting? It was this absolutely beaut of a miniature. I don't know what you want to call it. Fucking castle. It looked like, but it was literally like a painter's dream, like a desktop, tidy. It was huge. It had shelves for paint. It literally come round and curve round at the sides. It had drawers. It had paintbrush holders. It was just like fantastic. And I thought, has someone actually made this? Because this is absolutely like what I want. And I was also then I looked at it and thought, okay, maybe that is a bit big. And then okay, this is where I probably would need to paint this white because the base white hasn't gone. Oh, it might cover up. Probably not. We'll add to the texture of my fantastic model, shall it? I look beauty, then I realise it's from Temu. Not from Temu because I love Temu. But I was like, oh, I could get that. I said I've seen that it was absolutely fantastic, and I was like, actually, it is quite big. If I ever get my hobby cabin, which is far down on the list, I must admit. Then yes, it just looked absolutely fantastic. But I've also seen one of them. You can get them on Temu, which is like a paint wash station. So I'm using like a little pot, and oh my god, it looks amazing. It like washes the brush. You can have the stand in. I don't know how much it was. It was just a picture. I thought somebody had made it, so I had to have it in my new shed. I put way too much paint in one spot. That just sounds amazing, doesn't it? I'd love that. That's what I eventually would love to have. I have got the space, but it's kind of like everything else, hobby cabin. And I need to make sure as well that obviously Wi-Fi would work in said spot, but I'm pretty sure it would. So I'm not you running off like an extension. You need like run off directly. I was just like, I looked at. I mean, it was black. I was looking at it saying you could literally jazz this up. I was like, oh my god, it's beautiful. I was like, do I share this? And I was like, how? I was like, you probably get a small. To be honest, it would have been too big for me. But then I've already bought like my paint rack, and that is too small. And I don't understand it, but my paint rack has actually stuck to my desk. I don't know how, in what process, or how it has, but it's wood, and it's stuck now down to my desk. And you know when you're like, I don't want to pull it off, because I don't trust that it's not gonna do something. So I was like, you know what, that's the future crazy problem to figure out, right? We're literally going to do one side of these wings. I don't know why I'm doing more than one, to be honest, because this is going to probably turn out horrendous, but hey ho. So I'm only painting it light, so this is actually a layer I'm using. If you need help setting one up, having research video, it's my own after all. Thank you. Yes, that'd be very nice. I'd be like, I can make one. Oh no, I'd love it. It looks so handy. I'm like, oh my god, if I had a 3D printer, I'd just be like, I'd not leave my hobby cabin. I'd love it. It's like, why? Because I have a guy who does it for me. There's so many things. I'd absolutely love to have a hobby cabin. And then just put all of this in. And set it up. Paints, display. Okay. This is actually working quite well where the paint has not gone that even. Thank you, madam. So I spelled. I wonder. It's like, I do think that is this because of a spill, and there has been a paint that has dripped down, but I can't see it like on my desk, but it's proper like, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know, unless it's stuck onto something. I don't know, because it just doesn't move from my desk. And it's literally just one of them like MDF things I bought from Con. So it's going to stay there for the next. But it's not going to knock over. So this is. I don't know if you can't. It's because I think it's too bright, so it's not going to show it. But can you just see the really subtle purple? It looks more purple in real life than on the light situation. Because I don't have a airbrush. That would be. I haven't done that bit there, but that will need definitely whiten out anyway. An airbrush would be amazing, so we are going to try and do something which I'm probably going to fuck up and absolutely hate, but there we go. So this is actually the purple I've put on. I was thinking in my head it's Slaanesh Grey. It's Slaanesh Grey. It's purple. Yo Andy, welcome in. I hope you're well. BRB. No worries what's at all. Hope you are keeping well, my friend. Now you're almost like, do I dare to dry brush this on? I'm like making sure you can see it okay. You can kind of see it. Almost feel like it's me talking about it, and I'm like, I'm gonna like paint my sun. I was on about that, and didn't last long, did it? I'm good. How are you? I'm good, thank you. We're sort of processing together here, like how. Something's also telling me don't do what I'm about to do because it isn't going to look right. You know what? That something is telling me inside my head don't dry brush some red over the top because that isn't going to look right. Been quite in tune today, so let's not do that. We are learning as we're going. because she's got lines on it, we kind of want it a bit different. I've got a contrast, but I think we'll do that in a minute. That does kind of ruin it, but it actually makes it a lot more grey, which is nice, but I don't think I really like this. So we are just kind of experimenting as we're painting on this big model. No, stick to what your guns are. I've kind of sat and looked at this for a long time to try and get these wings just how I like them, but this is what we're doing today. Working on the wings. So it's something that there's a bit of red on it now. Where's not a bit of red? Here we go. But also, I realised today, it's now a month until my birthday. How exciting is that? I was like, what's the date today? 16th. And I'm like, oh, it's yours truly's birthday in a month's time. I don't know what I'm doing for it though, to be fair. Also, I know it's on a Thursday, and I'm like, okay, this is all I know so far. So it's not going to be that exciting this year. I was so excited for my birthday last year because I would be turning 33, which was the same number as the Vault from the Fallout series. So I was very excited at that, and now I'm just like, oh. Okay, so we're just going to leave that like that. Just looking at the picture. So it's going to be more like darker in here. Hey, crazy, let's get crazy. Let's go! It'll be fun. Have a little. I don't like. What should I do? Then I was like, I could do like a birthday stream, do something like a community. Half tempted not to use such a big brush, but I'm also like at the same time. This is quite actually how I wanted this to turn out. I was like, I could do like a birthday stream, do like a community stream or something. And then I was like, wait a minute, Friday is for Halloween as well. It's like double the trouble. So I've just put like a line of this red. I'm getting old. It's purple. And then I'm literally just trying to fan it out. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. So I don't have actually any plans yet. Now I thought maybe I'll open it up and be like, we could do like a community stream, because I know I keep requested. I keep being requested. Yeah, I keep being requested to do one. So I thought maybe we have like a community stream. That might be fun. I was like, I have a month to plan this. So I was like, what can we do? Fall Guys. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm not very good at that. That one particular was a lily pad. I think I called it melon last time, and I was like, I meant lily pad. Or like, what other fun ones are there? There's many. We could do a something. And I thought like Halloween might be fun, but then I know that falls on like Fallout Friday, and you know there's going to be a spooky event. So I mean, I might do maybe like run a couple of things. You could maybe do a couple of like Halloweeny ones, or little something community sort of. I don't know. Literally my mind today was just like, oh, I could do community streams for my birthday. Okay, cool. That already gives it quite a nice like little shadow effect, but yes, I'm using my thumb and not a piece of I was about to say tissue paper. It's not tissue paper. Kitchen roll. It's like, are you sure you're not old already, crazy? And then I'm just gonna literally just keep layering this up until it's gonna get darker and darker. We were playing with a gang recently, as my left stick has a weird lag. Oh no, I don't move at full speed. Oh, keep making this. Oh no. That's not good. Or that's a very good excuse, one of the two. See, because my birthday's on a Thursday. I was like, well, I have been thinking about introducing another stream because I know people are always like, you need to stream more, you should stream more. And I was like, I have to stream 3 times a week as it is. Which is very nice. People want to see more of me. So I was like, maybe. Or I might have a birthday stream on that Friday because I don't actually know what I was doing. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing either. I'm literally just winging it. Is whilst you're there, what? Did you see we've got a new person in Discord? That's not who I think it is it? And if you're a new person in Discord and you're currently watching this, welcome. As long as you are someone who we like. That's why I've decided to select the middle section of this wing first to do. I don't know. Is the answer to that why I've decided to start really strangely and not go for an outsider? We've gone fully in. I want to work this up, you see. This is going to take a while. Okay. I think their name was like, oh, you'll see. They're just somebody new joined, and I was just like, is that just because you've mentioned, or that they haven't put anything else anywhere? And I was just like, you know when that's going to be like, sus. But I mean, if there's any suspicion, then you have permission to instantly ban. So anybody else who's listening, we've had to ban someone from my Discord of late. For to be fair, they kept coming and joining, creating multiple accounts, and then the last time they did that was really kind of unacceptable behaviour. What they did in my so we banned them. If I brush. It would be so nice to do if I had a, oh no, the more I do this, the more I'm really not liking how this is going now. A brush, there you go. I'll be like, who loves crazy enough to treat her to a hairbrush? Doing this old school shadowing, trying to not be like, oh, I need an airbrush. Just hoping, like with multiple layers, this starts to kind of. This is going to take me such a long time to do. I'm not sure even if I'm liking this technique. I close them pretty easily. That's what I thought. I was like, well, you haven't said anything, so I'm guessing they're still there. So no matter what you're doing, it will pull up in the area you want it to go, I mean. So kind of go upwards. Because she has got some... Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't know if I like it. We're going to then cover it over with some... Nylon oil. I'm just going to... I love this because then you kind of just like rub it out essentially. And then just start again. Thank you. There we go. Well, I've rubbed it out. I don't think how much you can see that. Okay, this is not really not looking great on camera, is it? But so we're kind of trialing and erroring. What was I trying to say earlier? Creativity. Another person was just like, sounds right. I was like, does it sound right? Creativity. Creativity. I don't know if that word is right. Or is that worth a headache? Oh no, the one I've got is less headache, but still annoying. I know that apparently they're maybe like really difficult to sort of like clean, aren't they? That was a brush from inside to out. Middle to edge. Middle to edge. So I'm trying to get like the shading sort of more like in to out, if that makes sense. I'm only doing like the width because this is, otherwise I know I'm going to just sat looking at it like, what am I doing? How am I doing this? Or else fails, I'm just going to paint the whole bloody thing in one colour and be like, in it, done it. It's just something that just keeps bugging you and you're just like, I can paint over this, this is fine. Yep. So you want it to kind of pull in them. Wait, that's not on that one. I think this has gone a bit. Okay, it's hard to tell you what I mean in through text. I think I get what you mean. So you start like, because the lines go across, so you need to go up, and then I want like more of a colour to the edge, and then pull it in. I think I know what you mean. Those who were just dunking it into a bucket of paint. Oh, is that not what you mean? That's what I've gathered. I've got like lines on this now. I think that's how I just feel. This is literally why I needed encouragement. It's just I need to stream to. How have I got a line going down it now? I don't know. This is when it's just like. I'm trying to just not so it all pulls in one area. Can you kind of see that? You can kind of see that. I'd like to point out I am not a professional painter at this point, as you can probably tell. There's people going like... You know what, I could actually just paint her bony bits, like... I don't really like how they... I like how that bit's now kind of come out. I like how you, when it's still wet, you can almost like just push the paint around. We'll try it the other side. I've got plenty of sections I could just mess up. Is the way I'm kind of looking at it like. So I kind of want the wings to be detailed, but then not like too much, if that makes sense. But then you also kind of want them to look half decent as much as I can. I can't actually, this is, can you just, there you go. Kind of looks a bit more like abstract than anything. I don't know why that's got that paint there. It's really bugging me. It's coming off, thank God. Right, there's another bit here. In with a lot for what? Thank you, Arizona dude. I hope work is treating you well. You can tell I put it on too thick. I don't know. You know when you're just like, I feel like I should have just sat looking at this for a long time. Ooh, that came out considerably darker than I thought. Can you see where I mean? I'll let that dry for a little bit. Because she's so hard to sort of paint in one plane. I'm thinking if I look on my Twitch camera, it actually looks slightly better than my OBS view. My OBS view looks really arbitrarious. Right, okay, we're gonna just let that section dry a bit and we're gonna turn her around and work on her back bit for now. I'm so worried that's going to snap. So I'm just going to lie it down. So I don't really want to add too much detail under here because I know once I paint that's going to be fun. So I'm just literally just going to apply some Nylon oil to the inside of her cape. I was debating to do her cape a completely like underneath a different colour, so do the same purple as I've kind of used in the wings. But I'm kind of looking at it thinking, oh, I really like this. Sort of like technique. You can sponge them. So obviously that bit is not finished. What was I doing? I was doing something. Oh, I think it was when I was doing the little Morathis base to look like the Shadow Queen. I was like, no. What paints did I exactly use? I know, like, it was most of my shade ones. And I was like, I could literally just go back and watch my stream. That would just answer my question for me. So I'm just trying to pop in some of the Nuln Oil. Like underneath. Maybe I'm just going to try and explain. Oh, thank you. I'll just check and see. So it's like this bit I might just have to repaint over. I don't think I can hide it. So I sort of like, I thought I was just going to do some. So I'm just getting it right in these bits. You know when you just feel like you're having an off day painting? That's one of them. It's just this, I just sat looking at her like, I know what I wanted, but to get there is slightly different. If I don't add too much detail, because I know I'm going to have to likely to just paint over it. So just darkening bits up. Let's have a look. Why does this always send me that photo? If it's got sound. Well, I can listen to you and I'll mute myself for a second. I've watched it. I watched it twice. Thank you. Should we try it on another side? I can now hear myself. Playing on day. The last 3 to 4 days, my favourite on house. Oh, lucky really is. I've been able to sort. Oh, that's really good. At least you've sort of been on the. I've kind of had like. I've been the opposite of kind of way. Of removing tree stumps. Is that why you're removing tree stumps? I see. Is this for your hobby shed? Throughout 4. Oh my god. At least where mine potentially would go, I've got a honeysuckle which has gone quite out of control this summer. There's a bramble coming through, and there's like that would have to come out and move. I lost the so actually where you've probably actually seen my hobby space where all the grasses are. So if you see pictures of me, that's grass, or in my power armor, that background, that there be. I'm like, hang on a minute, why am I explaining it to you? Because you're basically seen where it's gonna go. Thank you. Right. It's been so frustrating going, oh my god, she's not understanding what I mean. But it's been a long day. That's what I'm gonna just blame. I just feel like doing a really manly workout. Just to remove tree stumps. Tree stumps. My axe and shovel took on. My mind just went, axe and shovel? My mind instantly went, oh my god, have you got a Creed cosplay? And then I realised, you don't mean that. I was gonna be like, have you just made like a Creed cosplay you haven't told me about? Or just flicked some water on my leg, and I was trying to work out where the hell did that come from, because my paintbrush is here and my leg is... I've got shorts on. As long as it's water and not paint on this chair, I don't really care. Let's see. We're all now going to shame me if I don't understand this video that it's just said to me. We'll compare on the other wing. This is when he's going to go, oh my god, I've given up trying to tell her anything. I was so tired today, I can't remember what ice buns were called. I said those buns are the ice. I said, oh no! Oh dear. Well, I think I've done that a bit too thick actually. She's a thick boy there. I've been calling film pull that bad boy. Hang on, I've done this. I haven't got the paint consistency right on it. It's obviously a technique one needs to practice, because I just messed it up like instantly. I feel that bubble like the old people do with this. Bad boy. It's so fist what? Oh, I love it. That word's still bugging me. Creativity. That is right, isn't it? Creativity. What's I call it? Creativity. Oh, you know when you said it and it was just like, that doesn't sound right at all. That's fucking no paint on there, crazy. That's not really gonna do anything, is it, crazy? So it's like, no pressure, crazy, but I've sent you a video now. Come on. See? See? Oh, you can't see. It's it's pooling. It's pooling to one side. Down the crevice. Oh, that's one thing. I haven't actually bought the con tickets yet, by the way. What's if you're still there? I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure now if I don't get this right. Let's make this a little bit darker. Oh good, oh good. No pressure, but... I don't know. Now I'm looking at it like, I don't know if I really like this. What I've done anyway. Yo, PC, welcome in. I'm always here. I'm always watching. Just take a while. Might just take a while to get sort of the used to technique. Oh no, I kind of want really dark. Looking at like her picture goes really, really dark. You know, I'm probably going to do like a bit of this and go, I'm going to sleep on it, and I'm going to look at it in the morning and go, don't like it. You know, it's like, it's a vision in your head, and then you're just like, nah. I will pay and slap it on. So this one, it's just like, next time you see it, she's going to have a completely different coloured, it's really hard to show you because I can't really tilt her any other. Wait, well, her other back bits turned out well. Her roby bit, but you can see the red kind of. I'll just move Miss Marafi out of the way. I was like, oh, that looks come out a lot darker than I thought. This is one the world's gonna be like, you're completely painting this completely wrong. You know when you just have a thought in your head and you're like, I quite like this. And then you do it and you're like, I don't like this. Also, don't mind about them bits getting covered in paint, because they will. See if I can save the other side. See the text? Oh, it's really hard to show because she's so big. I have to put the camera more like I can move. I could actually essentially move the camera. I think with her it needs to be more frontal. Would you like me to move the camera because I can? Oh, the pizza. Oh, nice. What kind of pizza are we having, PC? What pizza did you get? Have you got any, I was going to say any trimmings with it? Side orders is what I mean. So any trimmings with that? So I'm going to move the camera. Should I move the camera? That might be a little... That was a very silent... Let's not swear on camera. Did I just knock over my colour? Yes, I did. Should we move the camera because I feel like you can't actually see. So for Lucy I moved it back, so for this we're gonna figure out how we do this. Pepperoni! Isn't there a song like something in pepperoni? Nice. With rat paste. I should just get my mind into focus. Do you like my, you can't see that, but my invention. So I had a, oh, just dropped it. My very first phone stand when I was a content creator. I got one of them, oh, I don't fucking know where it went. There it is. One of them little tripod. That's not wheel over a wire. Tripod stands, you know, with like the bendy ones. This is what's left of it. It used to have rubber bits and it doesn't work anymore, so it doesn't actually hold your phone into place. So I use an elastic band to wrap it around and in front of my phone to hold it into place when I'm filming. Let me just turn the camera on for a second. webcam 2. We're gonna change the position around. What kind of crust have you gone for, PC? Since 91. I mean, it's counting down now. It's literally a month to my birthday now. Okay, right, okay, this is gonna take... How to be a successful streamer. Don't do what Crazy does. Right? Oh, you know what? I'm looking at them wings thinking, I don't like how them wings have come out. They're not bigger. Ooh, normal crest. I need to see my little collection. She will come out a little bit darker, but if I push her back there, is that better? You can actually see her now, instead of just top down. Yeah? Yeah? Cool. Oh, I haven't had a pizza in ages. I literally had a Cornish pasty. That was my tea. that was my tea. A Cornish pasty. I made really nice. Yeah, okay, that wasn't gluten free, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell my stomach that. And then I made some really nice gluten free carrot cake, so I had a piece of that as well. That was literally what I had. This is a streamer. Have big eyes, be British, and have a technical error at least once every stream. I mean, I did just have a paint spill, but nothing spilt, thank God, because it was my base. So my base is a bit hefty. That sounds quite good, doesn't it? I could put my bigger lenses in. I don't know why I'm wearing these at the moment. Skill issue. I don't really need the glasses on, do I? At the moment. It is a skill issue. See, now you've got pizza. I like winning this argument now. You know, when people go, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? But I'm kind of like, oh, I can't have pineapples, so it's a no from me. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Is it like, is she better bloody paint correctly? I'm doing what you said now. We're gonna compare sides. We'll get everyone to vote. Is this well done, Crazy. You've listened to advice and you are following. Thank you so much though for the sub. I forget as well. It's September or something. Even better. It's like no pressure, Crazy, but we're literally watching you to make sure you do what Anthony said. That's what we're doing. That's what's happening. It's like no stress, but we all saw you watch the video. I'm just gonna fill in some of the lines. I hate pineapple, so I'm a non-crust person. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so that's fine. I can have so I can't have pineapple. So that pineapple on pizza argument never works on me because I'm like, well, technically, I can't have it. Sometimes the crust can be a little bit, you know, underwhelming, I think. Well, if they're like stuffed with something, I know they're probably like what, cheese or... It never tastes right when it's cold. But you could get like what, tomato sauce as well, can't you? Oh, I have got a gluten-free pizza in the freezer. I think it was like Tesco's. a try. So when you look at it, you think, oh, I could give that a go. Then I'm like, I fancy pizza. I haven't actually had pizza in a long time, so this might need to change. Doesn't work. Just do what you was doing. I'm gonna paint. I'll just watch them. Well, it's handy, isn't it? So I'm willing because I don't really know if I like this colour. To be fair, they both kind of like seem to like work. Okay, do you remember the 21 night of September? No. 21st night of September. Oh no, it's not your birthday because that's been and gone. See, crazy can occasionally listen to people. I should never be on pizza. I used to have it on pizza. That's how I found out I can't have pineapple anymore, in fact, was on a pizza. I used to be able to have it. But no more. Yeah, when you're just like, oh, I need to rethink this. I think once you keep going, it's one of them, just keep going, and then you'll see if you like the process. Loving able to have gluten, I feel different. I swear the other day I had fish and chips last Monday, followed by like a ginger cake. And then I was like, when I finished streaming last Tuesday, I was like, oh, I've got a bit of bellyache. Didn't think much of it. And I woke up the next day in like IBS pain. I was like, ew. I was like, ew, no. I think I've now sort of become a bit gluten intolerant, for sure. So I don't have a lot of gluten now. I was like, god damn. So it's good to keep sort of like some going, so I don't get intolerance to it. I was like, oh great. Just what you need. Blueberry yogurt wings. That is literally what it looks like. It has been attacked by a massive blueberry. Just airbrush it. I know, I need an airbrush. I was like, oh, my birthday's in a month's time. Literally a month's time today. Just start. I'll be one of them stream. Oh, who was we watching the other day? Oh, the spiffing Brit. And he was taking the piss out of how streamers. He's like, I'm gonna do what every YouTuber does at the end of their, or content creator does. Patreon. Give me money, because you don't need it. It was just taking the piss out of people who, you know, go, give me your money. I was like, oh my god, it's hilarious, because there's a Warhammer streamer who basically does that. He'll be like, come on chat, you need to give me money. And it's like, oh, I can't stand that. I was like, I know if it's like their income, but it's kind of still at the end of the day, it's kind of like spiffing Brit bread, like Brit says, like some people literally just like, oh my god, I actually quite like how this is turning out now. Okay. I'm getting a bit more daring with the colour. Chat's probably going to say something different, but yeah, I'm never that kind of person. I mean, fine, some people, that's how they make money, but it's just spiffing Brit how he was just going on about it. It's a song lyric crazy. I don't know what song that's in. Oh, that's my handle. How not to sit. You know, I spend my time telling people how to sit properly, and I'm just literally now cross-legged in a chair because we're quite casual. I felt quite casual. I thought I have got some makeup on for you. I'm literally in like little shorts that I kind of use as pajama shorts. I did put a crop top underneath in case I got too hot. I'm in a baggy jumper. I was like, how nerdy. I feel. to be like, give me your money. I can never be like that. Somebody asked me today, they're like, oh, how are you working late? So, yeah, I got another client. I was a bit like, yeah, yeah. I got working late, and then kind of like, then I'm streaming. And they're like, what do you mean streaming? I was thinking, I ain't got time to explain to you what streaming is and how. And they're like, how can I watch it? And I was like, I haven't got time to explain this. Or like, I don't know if I really want you to watch me. There was a method to my madness there. And then they were like, do you make money? It's like, on it. I was like, you can do. People were like, thank you for giving me a sub. I said, but that's not what I do it for. And they're like, why? They literally looked at me like, so why do you do it then? I was like, because it's a nice way to sort of be social. That's literally the reason why I do it. I said, some people do it. They get paid, they get sponsors, they kind of have no choice if they don't stream, that's it. But I do it mainly for, like, confidence and for being social. And they were like, so you don't get paid? I was like, I don't do it for the money. So, just their face was like, why bother? Kind of look. I was a bit like, I just do. And I said, what do you mean people from? I was like, I can literally get like people from like around the world come watch me, and their face was just like, what? I was like, yeah. I said, but I do it to be sociable. I said, I never see this. I said, it is like working, because it's like, being a content creator. I said, you don't shut down. Everything, I'm looking at it like, now I'm trying to get back into like content again. Everything. I'm like King said, like tomorrow he's going to try and get some of them acrylic paint pens, and I'm like, oh, I could try and like learn how to use them and then show other people, and I'm like, literally my life is just a massive content type thing. It's a hobby. Exactly, it's a hobby. I love it. I said, this is literally like my time where I know I can sit down and be like, right, I'm streaming. I will sit down and I will get to paint. I get to chat. I get to game. It's actually my only time. Ask some dumb questions though. Be right back. No problems at all. What else? I think that was lots, wasn't it? Yeah. That's the thing. Some people, like, say the Spiff and Brit, like he was saying, it was just like, if that's their thing, that's their thing. But it's like he said, it's not what he does it for. He just does equally like me, just content because he enjoys it. I sort of like building content that way. I was like, to be fair, he probably makes a lot on YouTube anyway. Oh, it's just now gonna go like really careful down the arm. Ah, see, I'll keep you here. Doesn't mean you're allowed to go anywhere. I mean, you brought pizza, so you are literally staying here. But I said I like it because then it's more like sociable. I said you get to meet loads of people like you wouldn't meet, or you wouldn't know existed. And I said that's the weirdest thing, that people know I exist. Oh, that's really weird. I said, but it's like you build up like community. I said I see some of these people. Like, I said I was like at UKGE, and then someone come to me and was just like, I know you. I was in my power armor. I was like, oh my god, I've literally just met you. Like, online. Which is pretty cool. Crazy shocks me every time I misbehave. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, I quite like. I don't know. It's just next time you see this creature, she's going to be completely different coloured wings. Obviously, she is a work in progress. But that's why it's kind of like important to be like a content creator, like what Spiffing Brit was saying. Like you can tell the ones who enjoy it, who have fun, versus the ones who are solely only about numbers. I mean, like you said, that is fine. I said that's how I always say as well. Like if you are literally wanting to stream, only care about numbers, fine. That's that's not why I stream, you know, that's not why I'm a content creator. But, you know, it's each to their own, you know, but you've got to know some days you're going to be up, some days you're going to be down. So it is just literally all about sort of what the algorithm decides to throw out to people. So you should never like give up every day. So I need electricity. Ain't nothing shocking you. I'll just use my whole hand there because I can. But it's all individual. I love it because it's literally like I can chat to you guys and you can entertain me and teach me how to paint. Yeah, that bit isn't going right in the corner for there for some reason, as you can sort of tell. Is that angle better? Okay, now she's starting to definitely pull there. God, I let that dry. So obviously these aren't going to be finished yet. I need to add more and more. And that's the thing, is once you've done one side, you then have to do that inside, which is going to be absolutely fantastic to do. This is why we're going to start on the outside. It's getting there. What? I'm just literally just showing it off by turning around. If I got what's the design make clown space marines and how crazy paint them. He could literally paint them. Print them? He can print them, I can paint them. I have seen someone recently actually, they've gone, these are what you got on Temu. And I don't think they kept them though, I think they sent them back because you can get some models on Temu. Obviously they aren't Games Workshop. But I thought about getting some. Number one, to look what they're like, but also for like projects that I have in mind. It's like have in mind, just like, yeah, like I've got the time. But like fun little things that I'm planning on wanting to do. Because then it doesn't matter if they're like cheap, because it's kind of what you'd want. But that's the thing, you can make like, do anything that you really like with them, which is really fun. But it was like, I have Earth, Wind and Fire, September stuck in my head. I don't even know what song this is you guys are on about. This is I would say am I too young, but I have a feeling PC is younger than me, so I think PC you are, oh yeah, you must be like 10 years younger than me. Dreadnought Clown. Clownnaught. Oh, I have seen, how did it come up? Oh, I don't know, but the Millennium Falcon, like Lego set, inside like a glass coffee table, and I'm like, I am waiting to buy new living room furniture because I need to wait for everything to go through and then I can redecorate and buy new furniture. And now I'm looking at it like thinking, don't want a Millennium Falcon. Literally could put like a Warhammer scene in it, or like make it so you can open it up and then change like an army out or like scenery. And I'm like, I like this idea. This seems like a very nice idea. But then I also thought, if I don't want a Millennium Falcon, the closest thing to Millennium Falcon I've got is Captain Scarlet's. I don't know what I can't think what it's called. Captain Scarlet. If you know. Space station. But it's not space. It's not in space. I don't know. Military base thing. But then I've also then I thought, well then I've also got Tracy Beaker Island. And I was like, I need a massive coffee table to put. How cool would that be? So now I'm thinking about, I don't have a bog standard coffee table, have one that also a display case as well. That functional. Or what have you been looking at? I'm like, how did that come up? That either came up somebody was selling a coffee table, but because I've also been looking at furniture. I know what furniture I want, but I've been looking at more, and then somehow this came up, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing. Because to be honest, I actually, was it a while ago, I was on about it with someone else who was quite into like little miniature things and get a coffee table like it with something else in it, and I'm like, I could really attempt to do something like that. If you don't know what I mean, I can't think what it's called. Airbase? I don't know what one calls it. Yeah, something like that. We'll go for something like that, shall we? I was thinking, but it's text. Sing to me. I need to put in that text to speech thing. Yes, in here. Okay. What song is it called? Fucking right. This is what I'm thinking. Down a Millennium Falcon. Literally just put in, or have it set up with. It would be cool to have like Fallout stuff in there. But that's going elsewhere. Then obviously you could literally have a scenery, especially if you could interchange it. So even if you had like Warhammer, you could literally have set up 2 armies. So ones that you're probably not going to use as much, and then set them up, and they look like they're fighting, and then have scenery and everything, and then go, oh, I want to use that army, take it out and replace it with somebody else, and then everyone can see it. But I'm thinking that would also be a lot of faff, so to put in everything else. Like, that's what I was thinking, oh, I could literally put, because I was, okay, that makes me sound a lot older. I loved Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. So I have got Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds dolls, which you press a button in their chest and they speak. I was like, oh my god, I could put them on display, and I was like, oh my god, that's really creepy. I've got Space Station and Tracy Island. I was like, that would actually look quite cool. I'm quite keen to roll or something, go with something like that. Why loads of dry brushes on instead? You know? So, but I always say, oh yeah. I'm guessing we're all gathering that no, I have no idea what you guys are going on about. I know Wake Me Up When September Ends. That's literally the only September song I can think of. Oh, I like how this has gone. There you go. Crazy first girl scan. Actually, it was Alan from Thunderbirds. And you think I'm joking. I actually have Captain Scarlet as my ringtone. It's actually my ringtone. And I'm not kidding. Sometimes, you know, when you're sitting there, you go, I could just let it ring out, and then it will just ring Captain Scarlet. And I have always wanted to do like a little Captain Scarlet cosplay. And then I saw someone at NorthCon last year who was Captain Scarlet. Was it last year? Or the year before? And I was like, Captain Scarlet, and he was like, wow, thanks for like recognising who I am. And I was like, literally my ringtone is Captain Scarlet. And then within my phone, my friend, it was the year before, and then my friend was phoning me, and I was like, at that time, and I was like, see, it's Captain Scarlet. I'm not lying. I could be a, let's say, be a Mysteron. No, you want to be the angel. Oh, literally, they're called angels. Renee fan. Woody Allen. Woody Allen. His name was Alan. How goes the painting? Yo, welcome in. Zunkathon? Is that how you say your name? Welcome in. We are attempting to paint her wings. So this is still a work in progress. I should say. So I've been literally been sat looking at her wings, like how is the best way to do this. So we kind of, I'm not sold on this 100%. I must admit. But I suppose it's kind of like Thunderbirds, Fallout, but if we've got a blue suit, a blue jumpsuit, it's kind of fitting. I think even the fact that Lady Penelope is actually coming to con, which I'm now going to because I've now booked the hotel as of today. Not the Lady Penelope, I don't know what she's action. She looks like the live one. I think the only live one I know. Doesn't it have like Busted as the theme song? We practice like the doll walk. But in Captain Scarlet, you do notice that like in Thunderbirds you would see them do their doll walk and like shuffle. In Captain Scarlet you never see them walk. You might see, there might be, if they're walking, they're like on a, like, you could see they're behind like a fence or something. You never see their feet. Which is older. Is Captain Scarlet older? I wouldn't like to say. SOG. But we learned that Crazy has no consent to give music. I have no idea what this song is. Oh, every time she scratches it, I'm like, what? I'm like, what, love? To be fair, I could paint her claws in that really, really dark purple. Well, that's going to bug me now. What is older, Captain Scarlet or Thunderbirds? I'm pretty sure we've googled this before. Capitan Scarlet. Captain Scarlet. That is now in my head. I know it's Jerry Anderson. Right, Captain Scarlet was 1967 to 68. 67 to 68, which I have on a DVD. Thunderbirds, oh, it is older. 65 to 66. So we went Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, and then you get Fireball XL5, which I've only seen a couple on YouTube. That is in black and white. That is older. It is 62 to 63. And Fireball XL5. I wish that was that nice cute little song in it. Oh, we learned that crazy. I get off lucky if you don't know it. And it's a little. I don't know anything. So luckily, you were tapped out at this point. But whenever we do like a music quiz, I was partnered up with Marky at Creed's party, and I was like, I apologise in advance, Marky. I think I got one song which he didn't know. I was like, I'm just like, I'm the cheerleader here because I don't know anything. But why was that very? I don't know anything. I listen to music like every single day, but I can tell you, or be like, oh, I really like that song I like listening to, and then I'm like, if YouTube don't show it to me, I'm like, fuck, I can't remember who done it. And then I'm that one who then has to go and Google these lyrics. Tell me what these lyrics are, please, Google. To try and find a song that I really liked. It's terrible. Auxiliary thoughts with Cattle Prod. What's into what's? Do we know if Creed is going? I should actually message him directly and ask, to be fair. Not I thinking Cattle Prod and that. Oh, I will ask on our little chat if you want me to go as a hobbit. Are you actually, like, I'll put it on our little group chat, don't I? I can go as a hobbit. I just want this to come out a little bit darker. I was like, I'm just going to sit here and watch. Then I was like, mate, can I get dragged to something I hate? I should have done the same. I should have just come out. I was like, I am useless. And everyone's going, oh, it's really easy. And I was like, yeah, but I see, this is why, like, I struggle to retain information. So me and music, and they're like, oh, I remember this. And I'm like, nah. I said, this is just proof that I can't retain information. Or I'll be like, yeah, I've heard of it. Couldn't tell you what it is though. It's your songs. True. Look, I'm missing seeing them. They're coming back for, like, what is it, another tour? Another, oh, they're doing a reunion tour. And people are like, oh my god, have you got tickets? And I was like, didn't even know they were coming back, mate. And then somebody told me how much they had paid. I kind of like, you know, when like bands like go, oh yeah, this is it, we're not ever going back, or, you know, this, that, and the other. So like when I saw like U-Mid-6 early in the year, it was like I wanted to go, but then I was like, oh, how much fucking tickets were? I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not that fussed on seeing them again. I was seeing them when they were like small, and now I've seen them on their last tour. And the friend I was with, like, she'd never seen them before. She was like, oh my god, it's really sad. I was like, they will be back. Give it another 5-10 years, probably 5-10 years maybe. That when their money starts running out, they'll come back. That's kind of like how I look at these kind of bands now. There's like a couple that I would love to go and see, but not pay how much it is to go. You know, it's not the case of you have to spend like 100+ quid on a ticket. It's then you need time off work, and then you need to travel, and then you might need accommodation. So it's kind of like really costly. I think you used to have a field day if I took cosplay. Are you actually? Although it probably looks like, God, I'm had a bit defrost. I think it's so expensive. They are, aren't they? That's the thing. Oh, when I saw like how much like U-Mid-6 was, I was just like, I asked my friend. I was like, she was like, yeah, I'll come with me. And I found out how much the tickets were. She was like, yeah, she doesn't even know them. You were looking at like 60 quid for a band that she'd never seen, and I was like, I can't justify you paying that for a ticket that you've never seen. And then so I didn't. I thought, oh, fuck it, oh, well, I won't see them, it doesn't bother me. Kind of not, you know, I could have gone on my own, but you know when you're just like, I don't really want to go on my own, you'd rather share the experience. And I just happened to see, like, my friend's, like, girlfriend was put on Facebook that she's got a spare ticket. If anybody wants to go. I was like, hello. She's like, oh, have you not got yours? I was like, no. So I got a ticket for free. So, and best thing is as well, she gets one for free because technically she can get it on carers, her carers ticket. So that was what mine was for free, and I was like, love, I can pay literally half of. I offered to pay half her ticket. You know, I was like, split it, and she said no. I've asked you. She said, to be honest, if anything happens, you're the one who's got to look after me. I was like, okay. I was like, do it in front of the singers. You know, we might get backstage passes. Oh, that was fun though. We actually got to meet the lead singer afterwards, and I had on my t-shirt. Well, it was from like 20 years ago, which ages. And he was like, he actually nodded and smiled. I was like, this is how long I've been a fan for. And the fact the t-shirt's still fucking okay. It wasn't quite 20 years. It's about 16 years or so. I was like, and it still fits. Yep. 16 years old. Even still, like, I thought, oh, I'm going to buy myself, you know, because you have merch afterwards. And I thought, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's buy a t-shirt. There was one I kind of liked. It was like 40 quid. I was like, it's literally white, and you wouldn't know it was anything to do with the band. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll buy a hoodie. I thought, fucking hell, the hoodie was like 60 quid again. I was like, okay, I'm not buying. I bought a badge, because I was like, I want something, but I'm not gonna, I know I got a ticket for free, but I'm like, it crossed my mind to buy it and then sell it on a like Vineyards. I was like, don't be that person. That's literally what crossed my mind. Kiss Our Hats overrated. I've never got into Kiss the band. It's just not something that I've listened to. Just generically, if that's what you mean. Right. When I say it's alive, they're like $200 each. The Who. I was like, the Who? I was like, hang on, no, I don't mean the Who. That's the thing, I know it'd be so worth it to see like MCR Live, because they're doing like 2 nights next year at the O2. And I'm like, I'd quite happily not spend like 100 and something quid on a ticket to see them. I've never seen them live. I would love to see them live, but I'm also like, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money. And you know they're always going to do comeback ones. You know, I was saying some of them die. I suppose, but you know, I was like, that's a lot of money. But if you feel like, here's a ticket, it's 200 quid ticket crazy. You could either go and see them, or you can spend 200 quid on pop figures. I'll be like, sold. But some people do. Some people love it, you know, and it is a good experience. I love it, you know, being out, like seeing Unit 6 live. And I was thinking, I was like, Jesus, how much is a ticket? I remember paying like not even like 20 quid to see them like 16 years ago, and I'm like, I know you're big now, but I'm like, this is like where like one of the where they started. Something about did he go, or his mum went to like the venue I saw him at UEA, and you're like, this is kind of a bit close to home. It was a bit weird. That was quite cute. I got to go with my friend, and she's like, if there's anyone else you want to go, or if I've got tickets to go, you're welcome to join, because then she gets in disability, which means she also gets in. We were front and centre, because we get to skip the queue. That was great. Okay, I was like, not the Who, but the Hue. I gotta say, I don't think you're that old seeing the Who. Favourite rock band besides MCL? Well, I kind of have a mix. So at the moment in my car, which I'm now thinking, okay, I need to now change this CD, is, how can I say this without getting cancelled? This is a banned Twitch and YouTube before you start this route. It's called Kill Hannah, which I actually had a sticker of that on my art box because when I did art at school, I had their band sticker, like a bumper sticker type thing on my art box, and I put it down one day. And this girl in the room was called Hannah, and she kind of looked at it, went, she was like, I don't know what she thought. I was like, it's the band, love, it's the band. But fun fact, they are also, Kill Hannah is also my Crazy Angel. So MCR, everyone knows them as My Chemical Romance, but nobody gets the Crazy Angel reference. So that is actually one of my favourite songs, not by My Chemical Romance. I say one of my favourite songs, people go, it's a My Chemical Romance song? I'm like, no, it's not. So that's kind of like what I've got on in my car at the moment, but it is something that I'm now thinking, okay, I need to change my CD over with. I used to kind of like, I went through that, it's just a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. It was. You know, so kind of, it can be a complete mix of things. Which doesn't really help. There's that I made it. Def Leppard, POC. See, I don't know who Def Leppard are or BOC. I couldn't name a Led Zeppelin song. Top of my head, I'll probably go, oh yeah, I know that one. Or an Iron Maiden. So it's kind of like songs that I've never like listened to. Seven Dust, Static X. I don't know who they are either. Kind of ironic, news being that it's a band and a different song. It throws a lot of people off, and I go, oh yeah, Kill Hannah is actually a song, and they go, it's a My Chemical Romance song? I was like, nope. But I've seen Kill Hannah a couple of times live. It's always weird, isn't it? Like, you see a band, so like, there was another one called My Passion. That was not a rock band, that's like an emo band. I don't know what you would call them, probably alt is probably what you would call them these days. They looked a bit emo boys, you know. And I saw them as a support act. And then they were like in Kerrang magazine. And it's like, I've seen you like literally playing in a pub. Right, I don't know what it's not a pub, but like a pub kind of venue. Where like they're on a stage and then there's like the barrier. And you could literally, probably no distance to me and the camera, you could go up to the, and then probably put your hand out and touch. So we're kind of talking like a really small venue. And I think then they did the Kerrang tour. So I've done the Kerrang, because they'll just go around. So I've seen Bring Me the Horizon. That's probably the most rocky kind of thing I've seen. That was because of Kerrang. If you have any idea what Kerrang is. I was such a weird, you know, like when you had like iPods, I would literally have like Marilyn Manson, Screamo, which is like Leatherhead, which was one of the guys from My Chemical Romance in his band he had, which you can't understand a word. And then it would go to like Disney, and I think I had some like Peruvian music on it. So. Oh, and also then switch to like RuPaul's songs. Absolute mix. Absolute mix. Blue Oyster Cult. Okay, I'm glad, because I still don't know what that is, but that's quite a cool name. That's quite a cool name. Did you ever look at the part, you know? Yes. I had that phase. I had the and I've grown my fringe out since. I used to have one of the one eye fringes that would cut. I had my hair cut so it was longer at the front. Like it wasn't as long as it is now. This is the longest my hair has ever been. I had the cut where it was short at the back, so you couldn't put it up, but you gel the back of the hair so it used to sort of stick up, and then straighten the side bits. So that was longer. And then I did have colour in my hair. I keep thinking about putting colour back in. I had red patches around in my hair. But yeah, I had the whole emo fringe. And the makeup, like the eyeliner. But not just that, you do like little like squiggly patterns down the side of the face. But yeah, I did. And sort of like kind of clothes as well. Now I'm like, ooh, pink jumper. I had this amazing hoodie, I've still got it, which was kind of greenish. Okay, it doesn't sound, it's patterned. It's like a jacket I used to wear to concerts, and everyone loved it. So the hood was lined with green fur, and I can't think what it used to remind me of. And everyone absolutely adored it. They're like, "Oh my god, it's so cool!" But I did. Emo fans. literally what I grew up with. I not grew up with my kind of like. I was the kid, you know, with the posters on the wall. You get the Kerrang magazines and then put the posters. I then went away to New Zealand for a year and a half, and I came back, and my parents were like, "Yeah, we've been in your room. You don't have posters on your wall anymore." I had literally all on my wall, because I have like one wardrobe that would take up one side, with literally like 3 walls and the ceiling covered in posters of bands. And I came back, not a single one on the wall anymore. I was like, oh, I see how it is. I still got them. And that's in the days when you used to get a ticket as well. And I know I've got Unit 6. I swore that I had them sign, like when I first saw them, like album covers, because that's not used to do. But I was like, I don't actually have an album cover signed by them. So now I've got album covers signed by, because only the lead singer came out, which is a bit strange. So I'm wondering, they must have signed my ticket. I have seen some very quite weird and wonderful people who are questionable, I suppose you could say. I remember, I think I was still at school, and then because concerts used to come about sort of like October-y kind of time, and I think there was one year where there was like 2 around my birthday, and so I was like, I literally went for like 2 days straight. I was like, this is a big thing, because I would always put Kerrang on or MTV. See, we never really had anything like that growing up, so if we had like, when we eventually got Freeview, it was like, oh, music channel. Or I remember like when we used to go away on holiday, and it'll be like, oh my god, they've got Sky. Or be like, wow, this isn't like normal TV. But yeah, I had that stage. With the hair. I also had blue in my hair. All the way around underneath. But it didn't last, because this is my natural. I often ask, is this my natural colour? But yes, it is. It literally turned green. I had it for about a day, and then it turned green, because I've learnt now by watching TikToks. Because I don't know why I get shown hair TikToks, because I don't look up anything to do with hair. And they say it all depends on, you know, some colours don't go well, so obviously my hair had to be bleached to put the green on, so I was like, so they had to put my natural colour back on top. I've heard of Motorhead, but I couldn't tell you a song by him. But then that's the thing, that's like my music knowledge is, I couldn't tell you. I think even Adele, I'm like, I can't think, Crying Through the Rain or something like that. I don't know. Pantera. Not heard of them. I also like. She was. Who I've listened to recently. She was Porcelain and the Tramps, and now she's Porcelain Black because she's gone solo. I love her. Crazy, it's important that I see what you look like. I could send you a photo. Or the proper like photos. You know, you should do for like your Bebo. If you're old enough to know what Bebo is. I was never a MySpace kid. I don't think I ever had MySpace. MSN. Not MySpace. I'm crazy the purple and black sweater with that weird fuzzy haircut. Strengths of colour. Be like, what's the phase, mom? And I used to get really annoyed because my hair, even though it's kind of straight, it wouldn't last if it was straightened. There might be some on my Facebook profile still. Can't really colour my hair considered. Ah, you see, that's the point to be like bleach. That's about white. That's all you're gonna have. Yo, Peanut, welcome in. I hope you're well. Peanut. I have got a shopping list for tomorrow. Hello there, General Kenobi. Oh, I missed that. I have sent a picture to King. I really want Iron Hands, which is silver, and Mephiston Red, please. S'il vous plaît. You boys are on a shopping list tomorrow. How are you? Good, thank you. I hope you are well. Like I said, Peanut didn't know me during my emo phase. Talking about emo phases. Actually looks better on camera. This is coming together, right? This has taken me a long time. General Kenobi. Oh yeah, there's stuff in it. So anyway. It's straight baggy. Everything. Baggy jumper right now. Apart from I've got the Beatles on. Talking about music, right? I've got a Beatles jumper on. That's far from anything else that we've been talking about. Yes. That is. I mean, Yellow Submarine, I've got to be on something, right? Gotta be on something. Depressive music, imagine, there we go. To see him in phase. It'll be funny. Oh my god, it's not a phase, mom. It's one of them, like, I don't really know how I got out of it. To be honest. It's something like, I do look at stuff and I think, oh, I really like that. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can get away with that now. You know, there's sort of like an age, isn't there? I think that would be considered old, because that's apparently a thing now. I've been to Liverpool. That's atrocious. I do apologise. Tschechien. But there, somebody I know, client, basically is from Liverpool, and they don't speak with the Liverpoolian accent, but they can put it on. And then I think they're literally talking to me about it like the other week, because they're saying, oh no, they're like their grandkids or something find it hilarious, and I said Tschechien. And they're like, oh my god. I was like, why do Liverpoolians say chicken? It was like that. It's actually pretty accurate. So, yeah. I've been to what's it called? I can't think what's called. The Cavern. The Beatles Cavern. Oh my god, Beatles fan. I used to have Twist and Shout as my theme. Phone. Can't think what's called. Brain not functioning. As my phone. Cool. You're a granny now. No, it's my birthday literally in a month's time today. It is my birthday in a month. Oh, that's a really go on. An octopus's garden. The Cavern Club. I think it's literally just called the Cavern Club. I've been in the Cavern Club. I was like, I want to go. And I went. And it's fabulous. Yes, Peanut. Yes. If that's what she would like, yes. Liverpool? Liverpool. Accent. Live accent. Well, I struggled, right, to understand the Liverpudlian accent. It's like, I don't understand. This is so weird. And weirdly, because I went with my ex who was New Zealander, and he was like, oh, I can understand people fine. And I'm like, what? I'm the Brit, and I don't understand it. I'm like, what do they say? What are they saying? I was like, I don't get it. It's like the feather of North. It's like, what? What? I would have said hi to my family who just come back from. We're all about music tonight. A Meatloaf musical. Wow, that's not where I thought that was going. I thought you were about to say they're just like eating like meatloaf. A Meatloaf musical? That sounds pretty funky. That's so cool. Making Meatloaf the musical. Is that what they were doing? They were learning. They'd actually been out to like a cookery thing. That's actually learning how to eat. So you're going to have nothing but meatloaf for the next how many weeks? Yes. Oh, bless. Okay, great. It's actually really popular this week. That'd be so nice. Oh my god, I've been looking up holidays, cruises. I've seen one which is very tempting for like next year. So context is, I love a good cruise. Alright, I've only been on 3 in my life. Calm down, they are expensive. Or they can be. And I'm like, I've seen one. And I'm like, oh, snake. You have to book now for like next year. But also comes a little bit cheaper because I've been with this cruise line twice before. So technically I might get a bit more off. The speech impediment of accents. It is, I just think it's like really hard to understand. But what's worse as well is like, where was somebody? When I was at uni, up north, well, everything's bloody up north when you're from the south, innit? They don't like it when, I say they don't like it when you say the north. Because it could literally be the Midlands you're referring to. Where was she from? I could not understand her for the life of me. And she lived in, halls in, like, uni. Oh my god, where's she from? I can't even think where she's from. It will come to me. If not, I'll look on Google Map. I could not understand the life of her. It literally took me all bloody year. And, like, there was another girl.
Here we go. So.
Cheese. And then she had to literally, like, translate for me what this girl was saying.
Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese.
I'd love to go back to Yorkshire.
Cheese.
Just to go to the Wensleydale factory. Oh, where was she from? It was like, what the hell are you saying? Because it was so strong, the accent. I was like, I've got to live with you for a year, and I'm like, I can't understand a word you're saying. Well, I did in the end. After living with her. Where is she from? Sketchy house music. It's sort of like cult music. Right, it's going to annoy me now. Where was she from? It's like you're getting further up the country.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Thank you for your cooperation. Oh my god, I can't think where it's called now. Hang on, let me find where I went to uni because she wasn't that far away. Uh-huh. Hartlepool. Oh, I'm forgetting with S. Hartlepool. That's it was just like I can't understand a word you're saying. From Hartlepool. So you know where Hartlepool is? Because
Wasteland's got its own overload. Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
it's literal life's motto. Hartlepool, I can't fucking find it now. It's like I don't know how many hours from anywhere it is. I suppose I don't know if you class it as a kind of it's not really Midlands, it's up north. I wouldn't class it as middle. So it's fairly up north in the country. I don't know how to explain where it is. And then, so the girl who was also in my flat was from kind of like it wasn't Sheffield, but somewhere like Sheffield. Somewhere along there. And she had to translate for me because I was like, I don't understand this accent. Yo, Scales, I shall wave. I shall wave. I thought I put my brush down somewhere. I don't know where. That's not the brush I was using. The one in the pot might be the one that I'm using. Upper north, upper north. She was proper northern. I was like, I can't understand you, love. What are you saying? So like, we're talking about cheese. The Wensleydale, because that's where Wallace and Gromit cheese is from. That's kind of that's further down the country, Yorkshire. I was like, oh, I can't understand it. Mid north. And then you get north, even though they're Midlands, but they're middle, they're north. I wonder if everybody must be south, right? Everybody must be south to them. Or then you get the London accent and it's like, what? When they start talking in Cockney slang. Okay, she's kind of turning. She's turning. The lady's not for turning. Oh, I don't know. That's the drag thing. It's not actually. It's a quote from the Prime Minister, who shall not be named. Oh, one of my favourite drag queens was from Liverpool though, Vivian, who sadly passed away. Was it this year? Last year? I guess. I think Vivian actually won. I have a feeling. The UK version. North Lesser cousin. So this is where it was just like your own country, not county. It's a different country. That's what it is. It's like a completely different country. I'm trying to translate everybody. Well, that bit was kind of easy to do. Why did that bit went perfect? Yeah, that little tiny bit, which you can't see because the light is too bright, but it has to be bright for me to see. They don't want to be called North. They shouldn't be North. Exactly. This is when they need to come down. Well, I feel like I'm extra concentrating on this tiny little panel. I don't really know. I just quite like how the splits turned out. North and north. North and north. And then south is just south because everybody's south. Well, it's the same as that we call London. It's not London. You get that different parts of London, but you just say London. It's like, yeah, but how London is London? Like, how far into London? So, like, Com was like, London. It's actually, it's technically London, but not central. And then it's depressing to know I've just got to do this on the other side and on the inside. How Londonish are you? To be like, it just comes in like, I'm just immediately think of the Hitcher from the Mighty Boosh. We get all their like the Cockney slang. I should just learn it one day and just sit here and just be like proper London. Technically, I do actually have family from London. So technically, technically, yes, no. I'll just go no peanut. Oh, my honesty almost slipped out there. Shh, don't tell Peanut. But, yeah. You're real crazy, you're beautiful, and I definitely don't keep your hair under my pillow. So that was proper English pillar for you. Just be my luscious locks now, are not emo hair. London is the ally I Britain. It is like, I was about to say the bee's knees, and I just suddenly thought, how more British could you get? The bee's knees. I definitely didn't sell him that. Definitely. Well, if I'm going to lose some hair this weekend, I know who to blame. Would you, I keep forgetting to ask you, would you like a little Pip-Boy? I'm sure I might not have time, but I could probably try. A little Pip-Boy for your little mini-me? The one I wanted to do one, but then I just never got time. And then my Vault Boy's going to get jealous, so I'm going to have to make him a Pip-Boy. I don't know why I'm promising these things, because it probably isn't going to happen. So I need to work on my power armor gloves as well, actually. It's probably priority of that. I see how it is. Look up and see that go. No. No, literally, if you did pay me again, I would pay you back. No, actually, I'd bribe you and be like, if you want this back, you'll make me win. Against when we play, if we ever play. It's not definitely so. No, not whatsoever. I'm going to be counting my strands of hair next weekend. He'll be walking around going, ooh, piece of candy. Not like that, but it's going to be like, ooh, piece of hair. Ooh, piece of hair. This is why you're like, is there any free sleeper hotel rooms left? I'll take a boy. Just take a Pip-Boy. Just take one. Take in orders. That'd be so cool to literally like knit a life-size one. I wanted to knit myself a gun, and that has just never come free since I've started that project That's just because it's just not got the time. Because then I decide to build even crazier cosplayers. Illustrator Circle. Cool. I realised I probably can't promise it for next weekend. Because I need to work on my power armor gloves to improve them. It's literally in my diary, my work day, to be like day off or time off. Power armor gloves to try and improve them. To sell. I really want to. So like when I first started cosplaying, people were like, I really want a Vault Boy, and I was like, yeah. And then I just haven't had the time because they take so long to make. And each year I'm like, next Christmas I will make them to sell, and then I don't come around to it. Well, who knows? Maybe next Christmas. If I start now, I should maybe have a couple. I could literally knit one with like a pumpkin head, like a Vault Boy with a pumpkin head. If they're making me look super sus now. It's gonna just be like, you come near me. Is that why you're like, did you really have short hair? Now you've got long hair. Now we really want the hair. But the thing is, there's probably someone out there who would buy my hair. There's somebody out there who probably would. Or I should advertise like cosplay socks or something. I've been in these sweaty like cosplay boots all day. Somebody would. Could be missing a trick there. I have nothing to defend myself against this because you know it's true. Because it's one of those diaries that has a voice like. I was about to say, it's a bit like Hermione Granger, Alohomora to unlock with the wand. Definitely not me. So I have someone in mind, but I won't over that can of worms just in case. Now I'm like, okay. Let's just start like, oh, it's been I've been to the Vault Gym today. How is this looking? It's obviously not quite finished. I keep slowly adding to it. And you're just like, I've got to do the other side. And then I've got to paint the inside. Yeah, still, I'm going to do one side today. The other arm I need to paint white. Since you're a bit of a Brit, you could probably make bank from selling bath water. I really did that people will buy that. But I do want to make some, like, sell some dolls because people are like, they really want a little Vault Boy. And I thought I could make a Vault Boy, Vault Girl. Then I was like, I was like thinking if I do custom numbers, that's really hard to knit a number other than 1. 7 might be easy. So I'm like, you have no choice. Or, to be fair, I don't do Vault Boys with numbers on the back. I mean, that could be an option. So weird that people sub off what I do want to meet. What? I should learn to pause in between. I do, unfortunately, only have a shower. But people don't need to know this information, do they? Have a sink. Sit in that kitchen sink. Probably just put my foot in the kitchen sink, but there we go. $39. See, I need like easy numbers. I'm surprised you said 39 and not like 69 or something. I'm like, you can have any Vault Boy as long as he is from Vault 111, or just have no numbers. If only. I mean, I could potentially have access to one. I would always think that, but how would you know that is literally that? I haven't just gone out the tap. I'd be so paranoid what people would do with it, you know what I mean? Like, say, like your hair, like send off a hair analysis and then they've got like my DNA and they're finding all stuff like allergies and stuff against me. Because you can send off hair samples. Or was that just paranoid crazy speaking? Oh, this thing really takes all this 6 pounds. I mean, I'll just say, have you seen my sink? Just be like, forget your hot tub girls. Sink girl. It's like the knockoff version, the TV version. Oh, just put the dishes with mushy feet to one side. Do the dishes at the same time. I don't know what you're on about. You can have any voting of one. Send gluten to a house. You can have any vote as long as it ends in a 1. As long as it's only got a 1 in it, you can have it. People are like, oh my god, does she sell this? It's incredible though how some people can literally make money off that. I've just done a really cool job there. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, the more I've kind of fiddled around with this, the more I really like how it's turned out. So that's what I mean. It's like, I need this on a t-shirt. This has to be crazy merch, right? Trust the process, but the process isn't trusting. That's literally my saying. I need to like record myself saying it, don't I? And then have it as an alert. So when I'm doing this, I could be like, trust the process, but the process isn't trusting. I like how I've got a vote of confidence that I should enter into a painting competition, and I'm like, the stress. Crazy what's I like older siblings. So the youngest. So true. That wing is looking so good. Thank you. I kind of feel like it looks better on camera. It doesn't. I will still want to add shading to it. But I think it's going to look so much better when I do the, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's this bit here. The bones? The one bit has broken off, sadly. I need to glue it back on. And then you come down to like a nail. So I imagine that might look better once I've done that, but I'm not quite sure what colour to do that in. But I kind of wanted to do this because I knew this would just get absolutely obliterated. which it has. It's like a hot wing. That's what you get. I should have literally called it Winging It. We're winging it. I'll take myself out. We need to rethink how we've been talking about sure. If that's true. Hey, aren't you like King.20 as well? This is getting a bit like that way now. Incest. Wait, it wouldn't be incest, would it? No. Okay. Oh, love it. No, it's bugging me that I'm not finishing that bit there, so I need to paint this bit white so I can finish that side of that wing. Wow. Just cousin stuff. Or whatever it is in the series. No cousin stuff. Thank you. I see you've come back and be like, right, she's done as I've told her. I've chosen to paint this in the most awkward position possible. Come on, love. And of course I've got a foul brush as well, which really doesn't help. Is this in a paintbrush crazy? Well, that would just be too logical, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Doctor says okay. It's fine. You take note as a video edit, it's great. It'd just be like slowly building it up. Oh, ooh, what was that? Oh, that was a something. Oh, it just fell off. So I've been clocked now on how to like paint. Look. You know when you're just like desperate to like get it done? I don't know what colours to do. I don't know what you call them. The nails? I don't know really know why I'm wearing the glasses, but we're wearing the glasses. I'll find that when I finish. Because then that will kind of like bring it a bit more together. So I was thinking acquiring a different colour. Shark says, what's that? Paint blindly like a man. Just paint and just say, wing it. Literally should have changed the name of the stream to winging it. I could do. What I can't remember. Snake lady. Winging it with the snake lady is what I should have called it. I feel like this is quite an important decision now to make to know what colour. But I'm also quite tempted to keep it the same. But to paint it the actual plum colour. Even though it is kind of like bone-like. Hers are kind of, in the picture, are more like grey greeny kind of colour. And then I don't know what colour to do the end pieces. Brings her technically just big hands. Right? Because technically she's got arms. These are arms. And then they come out into big wings. And then she's got little hands. So she's like four-armed. Four-handed. It's that sort of like little process. So plum colour, but more. Yeah, stick with the plum colour, but a bit more concentrated. Should we try a little bit? I'm kind of like... Where's my brush I want? Yeah, I think if I added something else, and then like... I think it's maybe like a nail. I can put on another... I could put grey on. I could even dry... Oh, it's a bit layery, but I could dry brush it on. Should we... Oh, I need a really good paint. I don't like... I mean, I curse these Citadel brushes because they're not that great. I really do. I'm just like, they don't really last that well. To try a bit. I'm like, which bit would be easier to try and paint? Okay, this bit here. Try to do this without the glasses on. Yeah, so you could kind of see the... Wait for my head to move on Twitch. So it'll be more concentrated. With me gonna get right into the box now. Also trying to move my hand out of the way so you can see. I will tidy this up. This is the broken side. Yeah? Yeah. I could even contrast it with a different coloured end. Completely a noxious grey. Ooh. I have an idea in mind. Is this the broken one? Oh no, this is not the broken one. This is like her little... The broken one is the next one across, I see, which is somewhere on my tray. If you used to see my tray, you could be like, yeah, she definitely does nothing but paint a bazillion models at the same time. There's literally pieces of models which I don't remember what are from. So I'm like, if it's now like my... If I lose a piece, it's got to be on this tray somewhere that matches. I've found a piece of Necron. Don't know where it's from. Because I'm like, it's from somewhere. It's from someone. But I don't know where. Yeah, plum colour actually pulls it in nicely together. It's a good choice, good choice. And then absolutely contrast with something else as her nails. Just trying to figure out the best way to hold it there. That makes it actually easier to paint because it doesn't matter if you get it into the side. Let's make life easy for myself. Good choice. So when you put it away, you're just like, oh, it needs like a shade colour on top. I mean, I don't think I can actually paint without using a shade colour, to be fair. So that's what it's kind of will look like. I think that ties in quite nicely because it is obviously the same colour, and I did buy this colour to work with her. I can then even like bleed in a little bit more darker from this point as well. I don't know how one would do that, but that's something I could do. And then contrasting. I think you're contrasting slightly differently. She's got these funky bits here that come out of like her knuckles as I put nails on the two longest fingers. Because she's got, one is broken here, I think that's what, okay, we'll count it on this side. So she's got 5, so she's actually got 6, so there's a little, this one hasn't got one, and then she's got these long coming out. But I'm quite tempted to paint them a completely different contrast colour to what I've actually used. And I'll keep being drawn back to the same colour. Not that one. This will be like, I'll have to experiment with this. But I don't think it's coming out quite right. Battle damage! See, she has got some battle damage. Or I'll do it sort of like a stony sort of colour. Yeah, because there is a colour, but it comes out more bluey, and I don't really want it to come out bluey, because that's really not going to match. Still feels a bit wet. I think she's got to have some wall wounds, right? I think if anything falls off, I should be like, wall wounds, damage. So this bit will be the real test to see what it actually looks like. So then it comes down into that bone, but I mean you can make it however you like it, which is good. I'm just trying to use the actual Games Workshop for ideas. So I have got a purple contrast, but that is quite a purple. I'll have to paint one side and then go down the other. That colour is determined to tip over, I swear. As I've just slightly knocked it again. So this is the broken one. Has a wall wound. So it isn't going to come down right. Oh no, I put too much on. Don't really know why I haven't actually stuck it back on, but I just haven't stuck it back on. It's just good sounds. Just some of them would be like, you need some jumpy ones. Just so when I'm painting a really delicate bit, and then be like, spooky sound. Loud. I could say some, especially for like Halloween. Or have an actual like loud nuke siren. You can get them on the sound element thing. I can't actually really. Can you even see what I'm doing? Can I just move? Oh, adjusting view. Okay. I feel mean, but I enjoy. Like I feel mean, and then redeems every single one. It's like sure, yeah. Thing is, wearing a headset and glasses, everything kind of shifts forward. There is a bit I can't quite get yet. Trying to work around the camera at the same time is like, This one, the posture is going out the window. Because well, you can see it's sort of like one a bit wonky, but I can darken that edge up. I don't want to do it quite yet because I don't want that bit to drain. But I think that looks quite nice with the... This is going to take me so long to do. Let me finish doing this side. I'm waiting for her spear to literally break off. You can see I've got a bit of spear on there. I literally watered that down thinking that is going to be too... Where's the paint gone? There. Be too much. This is really tricky to do this little bit. Can I hold you like that, madame? Oops. Okay, that was kind of going well. It's better. Just like semi-scrape it off. I keep forgetting the paint is that side and not here. Just notice I've got the line on it now. It's quite small, so you can't actually really see what I'm doing. And it's quite small that I can't really see what I'm doing, which is fantastic. Ooh. Just trying to take a bit off. Right, come back in. Right, sort of in the arm bits, it's a little bit more difficult to do. Do it a bit and leave it to dry. That's what's looking like so far. I really do like the, what do I say, the plum colour.
Your sister wants some good old-fashioned cola.
Can't beat Nuka-Cola. Should do one from the front. You need some Nuka-Cola with your pizza. So I'm just gonna do like the vein, the bone, the finger. I don't know what you want to call it. This bit. So child play would work out. It's worked out. Well, if the song is messed up or not. Really well. It contrasts, like, because it's the same colour but different. What, that song before it messed up? Cloudy and it's called Cloudy and I don't know how you say that. Kayako? Or do you mean the good old-fashioned Nuka-Cola? Oh, I was like, what's this song? It could have been. It could have been. As it is on free music. What do they call it? I can't think what they call it. You can play for free. Yeah, that. So I have to borrow from Fats for Colour. They have uniformity. They know, they just know, right? Anything to do with like wings, right? I don't know, unless you're like surprising me with another like song lyric. I'm like, yep, bats, yep. But it goes all the way down here. Oh, this is going to be really hard to paint. What? No, we've kind of got there. See, there's a bit there which I think I'm going to have to like scrape off. Bit of sprue. I didn't have the scraper thing when I built it. James get a soundbite called PC's Headspace. And that's just enough to jump scare anyone.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, we got a raid! I will be with you momentarily. Well, oh, did we knock the camera? Welcome in, Jimmy the Brush with a party of 57. What? Hello, welcome in, everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, welcome in, everyone. Where you go, man, she's anything but calm. Oh my god, oh my goodness, look at all the follows! Welcome in, everyone! Oh my god. That's crazy! Thank you so much. Let me just, I have a welcome! I have a welcome! Oh my god, thank you so much! Welcome in, everyone! Thank you so much for the raid! Atom Bomb! Every raid needs a soundtrack. It does, it does, it does. Where are we? Let me give you a shout out. Oh my god. What were you doing, miniatures? You were paying miniatures. My god, thank you so much. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the followers. Jimmy the Brush, thank you so much for the follow. Snowy My One, thank you so much for the follow. Princess Avalana, thank you for the follow. Oh, Froggy! Avalana, I'm sorry if I just messed that up. Beyond the Box Art. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the follows. I will introduce myself in a minute. As you can tell, we are Fallout. Inspo. Here we go. I need that to play every time I get a raid. That's unbelievable. I've never had a mega raid like that before. We were paying some models for the Secret of Games Kickstarter. Fair of Wonders. Nice, nice. I've not heard of that before. How was it? Was it good? Was it good? Anyway, oh my god, I can't go over that. Thank you so much. This is my little... Oh, you can't actually see. Because this is me. I am Crazy MCR Angel. Welcome in, everyone. You can call me... I'll lift my glasses up so you can see. You can call me any part of my name. Crazy. You can call me MCR. You can call me Angel. I don't mind. I say it's probably the only time you could call someone crazy. And this is me. So I'm actually a Fallout cosplayer, content creator, miniature painter. I'm trying to show you stuff, but... I'll get to my cosplay. So this is all me. I made this. I have been mistaken for my... There we go, double. The power armor. That's showing you again because it's that important. I made that and I've been mistaken twice for a space marine. And that one of me outside the car, my claim to fame. That picture, Nick and Joel, was at the Fallout series premiere that I was invited to by Bethesda. Yeah, so this is me, and I've also been invited last year. I was invited to Mephidius, if you know, because they do tabletop games. I was invited to the Fallout Faction launch party. This is me. This is all my cosplays. I do Vault Girls, there's Nukatron, Nuka Girl. I've now got Miss Nuka World, Power Armor. I think that's everything. But this is me. This is me. Nuka Cola, everything. But recently, since this year, I have been getting into painting streams and Warhammer. So we are painting the Shadow Queen. I literally should have called it We're Winging It, because we are literally winging it painting this beauty. I've had it for about 2 years. So last stream I painted how well this is coming up on screen. Questionable from here. Do apologise. I can fly. Like the base. She has a half painted tail because this is just general acrylic, but I've got some paint gonna get purchased tomorrow. So move the headless. This is one of my very first models I ever painted, and that was about 2 years ago of the Daughters of Cain. Warhammer AOS. I've also got Warhammer 40k. I like to think almost finished painting my Necrons. What else have I got in front of me right now I can show? We'll talk Warhammer first. I have got a finished Scarab somewhere. He's disappeared right now. There's a base. Oh no. So I'm really getting into miniature painting, so that's really only something I've done since April. The one I want to show you is... I know it's here because I've showed it. Okay, well this is an unfinished one. What? I've literally picked it up. If you see my tray, it's a true hobbyist tray. I have got all my other scarabs, minus the one that I want to show you. It will come. It will come when I'm not looking for it, right? And then I have changed my camera angle so I can easily paint, and now it's not going to focus on Maximus from the Fallout series. I'm just going to turn you this way. That is not going to make any difference on the focus. When it's dropped down, it's easier. Let me just pick my camera up, or I could just do that. So there's Maximus. It's picking up the back, but you can kind of see from the Fallout miniature series. And I've also started painting Lucy from the Fallout series. I'll move it that way. The camera is refusing to focus. So we do Tabletop Tuesday streams, Fallout Fridays, and Funday Sundays, so anything goes. And then these are the other two Fallout ones from the same box set. The Ghoul and Dogmeat. Oh, now you're going to focus. Right, okay. Yeah, of course you are, of course you are. I'm really chuffed how he came out, and I'm really annoying that it's not actually showing too well. And then I have got Miss Marafi here, which I use the same stone type base. So I've painted these recently, which is the same on the shadow. Let's screen my camera back. Same as what I've got here on the Shadow Queen as well, which I did last. Right, follow train. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm still unbelievable. Okay, so thank you. I can link you to the go for it, go for it. Awesome. Oh, the Resident Cryptid. I love it. Feel free, literally, if you guys are coming in and you love miniatures. I can't go the size of that raid. I'm like, oh my god, I need to show off everything now. I have got a Discord. I have got a Mighty Miniatures, if you want to join my Discord. I have other links as well if you're really into Fallout, which I think it has, which you can just stream elements just above to my link tree. But I have got a Discord if you want to post anybody. You don't have to be an expert in painting. I've got people in there who are literally starting out. It doesn't have to be Warhammer, it can be anything. We've got some D&D models, some people fantasy models, and we all like to see people's painting, so feel free. Even if you think, oh actually I just like looking at people's models, go for it. So it's Mighty Miniatures. I did start off on tabletop or something, but then that kind of got taken over by like Magic. And now that's the person who kind of took over to being like, no, D&D, we kicked from the server. So, Mighty Miniatures. So feel free if anyone is like into painting, or if you want to see, I promise not to traumatize everyone, you will see PC in there, you will see Watts in there, Watts is my mod. But if you want to see, if you're interested in anything else, I am literally all over on every other platform. Mainly like pictures are like Instagram, and whatever I post to Instagram I post onto X. I try and make a few TikToks here and there when I can, because it takes a lot of time in a busy schedule. So I'm streaming on Twitch. I started then to restream onto Twitch and YouTube, and then I was hoping to go back to restreaming just because I had to sort a few things out, and then OBS is going, no you're not, so we're just on Twitch. Rubbing my feet. There's a little foot warmer, but oh my goodness, I've never had such a mega raid. Oh my god, Luke, hello Luke, how are you? We have just had like a mega raid, and I'm like, I can't believe it. That's incredible. That's incredible. Luke is someone who I know. Luke the Vault Dweller, I have known for since I've now automatically forgotten how to shout out. Oh, no, we've got it. Someone I've known for a long time on Fallout. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. How long have you been doing miniatures for? Is anybody else, if they're still there from your amazing raid, does anybody else do streaming? I promise I will follow back. Maybe after stream. Otherwise I'm going to be like, ah! Anyone else do any miniatures or anything? So I've literally started doing miniature streams since April. So as I say, I do Tabletop Tuesdays. I am thinking of bringing in another stream on Thursdays. So I do Fallout Fridays. Sunday fun days, and it generally ends up painting. I have got other ones, so like for miniatures for me, I've got Fallout series, I've got the Fallout Factions box set, and I've just done UKGE where I was on the Phidias stall, and it was really quite cool actually, because I'd met a couple of people on via streaming, and one person was actually went to UKGE and they came up to me when I was in my power armor. I was like, oh my god, that was exciting. I started off on Warhammer. Oh my god, please let go. There we go. This was my very first army in Warhammer. Was Daughters of Cain AOS about 2 years ago. And then since I haven't played for a year plus, and I've since 40k changed, I then started to learn Necron, so I've now got a Necron army, and I can't remember how many points that is. I haven't played in a while. Over 2,000, 2.5 maybe, 1,000 points of Necron. Move out the way, madam, because you're annoying me. I'm just amazed her spear hasn't broken yet, painting her. And now I've started, I should say, on a Krieg army. Basically no money. It's your boy! Ah, exactly, he's made it easy. Hold the phone! Da-da-ra. An ogre only roars when he's angry. You don't want to see me angry! You don't want to... How have you been, Luke? I hope you've been well. So, I've known Luke, Varric streamer, Fallout. Oh my god, he has amazing like Fallout collection, and I've seen that, you know, his last doing Resident Evil. Roar, Peachy. Oh, I'm glad. Let's say we've known each other, I think, basically since I kind of started up. I started doing my Fallout stuff during lockdown, and now that seems like a long distant memory ago. And then I had COVID 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, the hell, last time I had it was like 3 years ago, so it's a long distant memory. So I'm like, how many years ago was that? Must have been about 4 years ago, right? Why did that block that? How to message for... Why did that just disappear? Oh, did you allow it? I know. I was like, how did that block that? It blocked someone last time sex-based terms. I was a bit like, I'll lick you. Alright, calm down, stream elements. Last time I streamed, it banned someone from saying, it did the same thing on someone because it had the word crazy in their sentence because they were calling someone crazy. And I'm like, stream elements, my name is literally crazy. So, yeah. I was like, write that one out. Write that one out. I was like, well, you've just literally withheld this chat because someone said crazy. I was like, right, how many times does crazy get mentioned in my in my stream? I can't get over the fact that we've had such an amazing raid. Oh my god. I get raided, not very often. Oh my god, that's so exciting. I will try it, and definitely I will drop you all a follow. My goal is literally by the end of the year to have like 1,000 followage, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be sad if I don't hit it, because I am small. I said I don't really... I like streaming for fun, because I get to meet some wonderful people, and I have actually learnt a lot from watching people paint. And I really enjoy it, because this is the time that I can switch off and paint. But it is my birthday, right everyone? It's my birthday in a month's time. Luke, don't we have to... Isn't our birthdays, like, near each other? Was that you I'm thinking of? I don't have to, like, just tell. But mine is literally in a month's time, and I'm thinking about doing, like, some kind of birthday stream. Maybe, like, a community stream, or a little something. I mean, I guess it could be interpreted as such. I mean, I could see how they could interpret it. But, I mean... And then some things get through, and you're just like, but you won't ban that stream elements. Okay. Like I said, it wanted to ban the word crazy. It was like, auto mod crazy. Okay. I'm not allowed in my own channel apparently. So something crazy learned. I read that as treatment law. Is that shorthand? Fun fact, if it's a TX that means treatment, RX is like remedy. There you go. CX can sometimes refer to as like I was like, I don't think you read that, but I mean, you might do. Oh, look at that. Okay, don't look at that because that's OBS camera is worse than 2BJ. I should do if we get to how much money should we make on the stream? To how many don't be one of them? Be like, oh, give me money. I'm not one of them. Everyone who's new, I am not one of them streamers at all. I'm just we were talking about this earlier. Was it the spiffing gent was all about it earlier as well? There's no harm in it. There's no harm in it because some people literally just stream and this is their only source of income. So, and to be fair, if you're like having like a miniature channel, it's quite an expensive hobby. So, as you could tell, I'm obviously such a expert in my painting, as we are literally winging it. With or without the glasses. Without. So this nail bit will be different. Spend 500 to bad one. I'm up for that. Obviously I would be. And this is when somebody instantly, or Watts will come in and goes for 500. Straight away. Straight away. I like a few to get out of that one. I was like, we could do something at like, I don't know, I think, was it for my 30th, I had them jelly beans, you know, you spin. Thing is, I used them twice, so I did like a cooking stream when I used to do like baking and cooking streams, which I keep being requested to do again, which is really sweet. Like from the Fallout cookbooks, it's all like nerdy cookbook stuff. So I have got a Fallout. I've got the Fallout one, obviously on Fallout. I've got a Skyrim and I've got Star Wars cookbooks. And I can't remember what I was going to say there because I went off on such a tangent. You can't put a price on friendship, crazy. Well. This is when PC comes in with $499. Prime Boss for $5. Nah, do I just pretend to be someone else? I was saying the jelly beans, that was it. That took a while to filter back through. I was thinking, what was that about? So I had the jelly beans, and I had it on my cooking stream, and everyone kept like redeeming, you know, when you do like, oh, if you sub, I'll have like a bean or whatever. But then I had all like the nice jelly beans, and so when I had it again, everyone was like, God damn it, you've got all the nice flavoured ones. I was like, yeah, but this means when I next do it, they're gonna be the horrible ones. Oh, I think the worst one was literally like the chili one. Although it was like chili, cabbage. I literally still have them as well. I found them in a box and I was like, probably out of date. I was like, I would probably get new ones. Because everybody loves to see a streamer suffer, right? Everybody loves to see a streamer suffer. A girl needs her Warhammer money. Exactly. Okay. I've got too much. I've got to finish painting basically most of my... The only part of my daughter's account I've got done is mainly my little snaky stabby and bow snakes. And the Elder Spells, Elder Scrolls. Ender Scrolls. Rocket 69. At the party. You could tell I'm so nervous, so I got them braided with big. I was like, oh my god. Don't fangirl. Don't fangirl. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. We're cool here. A skunk flavour. We'll figure something. I feel like doing something, but I don't know what yet. if that makes sense, for like a birthday stream. So you know it's got to be done, but I'm not sure how. Or what to do yet. I know I often enough I get requested Fall Guys. Because everybody knows that Crazy's so fantastic at that game. Especially the lily pad level. I'm just like, yep. I mean, it probably is about a year since I last played it, to be fair. I was like, could literally have like a birthday party in Fallout 76, but then that narrows out people who don't have it on like PC. Because I would play it on PC and not Xbox. Strip poker. The fact that I don't know how to play poker as well probably won't end very well for me. But there's a feature, a new feature in Fall Guys. If you press up on the D-pad, you have someone carry. That's what I need on that bloody lily pad level, because every time I came to it, I could not do it. Right, I'm just saying. Don't get past that level. This is a crazy request in the channel, or telling Fall Guys you need to put this in so I can actually finish that level. I just don't know what it is. I just can't. Oh, I've moved my. Can you come over this way a bit, please? Thank you. I just can't get past that level. Or I'll have a look and see like what other games. I've got some party games. I think they're on Steam. And I can't think what they're called right now. Helldivers. Have a Helldivers stream. I feel like I can do something. Because that's the thing, if you're doing like a community stream, it can be a bit difficult sometimes, because if somebody wants to join and they haven't got compatible, like say, I would say if I go, oh yeah, let's do like a 76th party stream, and somebody wants to join, but then they're not on, it's not cross-contaminated, what's the word? Cross-platform, that's the word. And then it's a bit like, oh. Definitely, I've just literally painted over exactly the bit that I've just tried to take off. Why need like shorter paintbrushes here? This is really annoying me. Just like the wings are not finished because I'm not quite happy with them still. Ooh. What on earth is this song? Oh good, I'm glad Sound Elements has just gone, what? Stream Elements does this. I don't want to sign in, thank you very much, because I should already be signed in.
Here we go. So, cheese.
I'm just going to cancel it there.
Cheese.
Oh, what's going on?
Cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese.
Can't even find it now.
Cheese. 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 Cheese.
Low key bops, let's try that one. That's quite low key. Oh, don't go away. Would you? Oh my god, it's even like a sound stripe, but I don't understand why it does it. So it's coming across. Oh no. Oh no. We blame Stream Elements and some everything else to OBS because it generally usually is. It's a wee bit slow. Well, there is one time to dance. I might have it if I do it now. It goes again. I don't know why that was quite excessive. That's just like, oh, someone play cheese, brilliant, and we love cheese on this channel. I should just have. Thank you for poking the colour. This is actually really awkward to paint now. I could just do like a cheese night stream, and I could just sit here and taste different types of cheeses and be like craziest cheese fondue. No one can stop me. Do like a cheese taste. I have got the cheese rolling game. Let's do like a big kind of like stream thing. I don't know how long I could stream for. I mean, I could maybe stream on the Thursday. Because my birthday is on a Thursday. Or I could do like a little party one or something. Oh no, I've got to plan it. I've got to plan it. You want to get a right zoom in at the moment. It's the sound of every rat paste that's ever been eaten. That would literally sound like that, right? Let's use that whistle before I could print it. Interviews that would be all floppy. Did I say this already? I know you said something about you could print it. Is this you're going to have it and wear it on stream, Crazy? I also know what I'm already getting from my mum. It's the Fallout pop figures that I've ordered, which I'm not allowed to have, which is fine because I've got nobody else to put them other than in the cupboard right now. There's one I haven't opened yet. It's arrived, but I haven't actually been able to see them, which is the Vault Boy, and I'm like, I know it's not gonna be the chase one, which will be Cooper. I have seen this came up on my Vinted because I've been looking at pop figures on Vinted again. I'm like, well, it's my birthday coming up, and someone is literally selling the chase pop figure of Maximus. If you don't know what the chase figure is a rare. So you buy it, and you have like there's a 1 in 6 chance you might get the chase one. So they might send it to you. So this one he's in his helmet, but the chase one is his helmet is fully shut. And someone was literally, I've bought it, bearing in mind that it was just, I mean, I don't actually know when it came out. On Amazon it came out on the 5th of September, but on Funko Pop I'm not sure when it came out because I ordered on Funko website and it came via Amazon. So I'm not quite sure. Spending money there. And somebody was selling the chase one of Maximus for 50 quid. And I was like, I really like this. I was like, oh my god, I could spend £50 and get the chase one because it's rare. Then I suddenly thought, no, because they are literally a scalper. Because they have clearly just bought this figure and now trying to make a massive profit on it. And I was like, no. Because that's the only reason why they bought it. Bearing in mind it's just come out. I was like, I'm not even gonna give you satisfaction. 50 fucking quid is you can buy it, a chase one for like, or you can buy one on Amazon for 13, and it might be the chase. I presume there probably isn't that many chase ones left, to be honest. I could by eating all the cheese. See, I could do it. Let's just eat a cheese stream. I mean, there's got to be something in it, right? I could put my hair in plaits to look like one of them, like, milkmaids. Do what suits you best. What, just having a cheese stream and just sit and eat cheese. Let's give Freely bring your birthday cake. Oh my god, I keep fucking putting paint on the fucking handle. It probably would and be like, it's real. But like, no, I wouldn't trust you, Icing, because you'll probably make it look mouldy, right? You should know what that means. He sent me a video. You should definitely do that idea though of the mouldy food. Even for that content. I was able to get you a Shally backpack this main crate made, but it's 120 quid. In my head I'm like, that's like a couple of pop figures. I want to try making stuff with minky fabric. There's minky? What's minky fabric? Well, the thought that counts, right? Yeah, nah. Even I wouldn't buy that for 120 quid. That's ridiculous. I didn't even want the Pip-Boy bag at Universal when King was there, because that was 50 quid. And I'm like, that bag does not look like it's worth 50 quid. Not gonna lie. Milky fabric. That's what he meant to put. It's like that nice stuff you get for plushies. You know, that's one word I actually don't like, is plushies. I don't know why. I don't know why. I see. See, it's a thing, because I was thinking if I do like a Shally the Moo Moo cosplay, I'm literally going to have to make a backpack. I don't know why it annoys me, that word. It just does. I don't know, because it's like, to me, I suppose, like, we don't call them plush. It's only a word I've learned from being a content creator, and they go, oh, you can buy, like, the latest plush. And I'm like, soft toy. I don't know. Because why independent creator charges though? Yeah, you can see, like, why they've put, you know, because that would take probably quite a lot of effort, but then they probably also mark it up because it's very unique, but there's a lot of effort goes in, isn't it? I mean, that's a thing, but 120. There's somebody out there who would pay that for it, and I'm not saying it's not worth that, because if they've literally made it, that's incredible. Just don't love me enough. That's what it is. Did you hear that, chat? It's literally the truth has come out. Hold up first. I don't know, I presumed it was. Because I'd never heard of this word before until I sort of started into this venture. Which is really weird. I don't know why. It's a word that I just don't like. But fine, I will use it in context. Like, I'll be like, I've got to think of what this is, and then say like plushie, but I don't know. It's not like, you know, nails on chalkboard kind of like irritating or anything. It's just a, I don't know. I just generally just don't like that word. And I have no idea why. It's just, and I like having all like the little collectible things, you know, like in 76, all the plushies on the little, my Brahmin sofa. Ooh. It's alright, that bit's gonna get painted anyway. So weird. It's like some people don't like moist. And I'm like, it doesn't bother me at all. Some people absolutely hate that word. Teddy bear. Little teddy bear! That's so weird word. I just don't like that word. Lucifer Unmasked. That sounds like a really good film title, doesn't it? kind of like I kind of want to paint it, but I kind of don't want to paint it at the same time because I've kind of got to paint the other side. Oh, that's going to be really thin. And those paintbrushes, not good. That does sound incredible though. Imagine being able to like make a bag like that. That's so cool. There's so many talent. I saw an idea as well that I'm like, I need to get into. You know, like how lockdown everybody jumped on that. Let's make resin epoxy stuff. Whatever it is. I've seen an idea and I was like, oh my god, I could literally turn that into Fallout stuff. And then I'll be like, let's put this on the same shelf as Let's Knit Lots of Little Vault Boys. Westminster hates that word. I found the other family's favourite words and mix them all together. Great fun. Or into like a little remix. I never knew I could hate a word until that word. I mean, hate is probably quite a strong word there. Where people see my little Vault Boy and they go, oh, I love your little plushie, and I'm like, he's a knitted doll. But thanks. So random. But then I'd probably say it to then explain to people what I'm on about. I'm very weird, I know this. I believe it was moist discharge secretion. Auto monitor, mutual moderator. See, that's alright to say apparently. Surprised it hasn't got it. You've mentioned the M word. Moist. It's funny, isn't it, how like some people really don't like words, and I could never understand. I was like, what's wrong with a word? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can understand this now. That sounds like some weird scientific thing that's gone wrong. Moist discharge secretion. Or some weird, like, biological thing. Being. This bit's going to be entertaining to try and paint. Alright, I will do that in between. It shouldn't be too bad actually, because I can just go over what I've just missed. Or if I mess it up, I mean. Wet fart man. I used to hate Jakey Boo. Oh, you Jakey Boo gave me a shiver down my spine because. Oh, fair enough. Note to self: don't be calling him that. Oh my god, I was like, ah, I thought you were gonna say because like I don't know, family used to call you it, and I was like, that's not where I was expecting that conversation to go. Oh my god, it's like on TikTok, again for some reason, it's been showing you like creepy uncle, like Maddie Moo, Sexy Alexi. Oh, there's another one, there's a woman who does Aunt Janie? It's like, why are you suddenly showing this to me, like, TikTok? Where the hell is the algorithm gone from Fallout and miniatures to, like, that? I'm like, what? Was that kind of vibe? It's too late, I've set off PC. Now it's like, oh no, you're never gonna live this down now. What's even more weirder in them comments, people are like, does this actually happen? And people are like, yes. It's like, moving swiftly on. Every king has been on your account. Maybe. It's a bit like, how is this? Why are you showing me this? You have to question the algorithm sometimes. And then it started to show me like this guy goes around to like charity shops and now car boots, and I'm kind of now obsessed to watch what he picks up, and he goes, oh, that's a good brand, or that isn't a good brand, oh, that's a good one, oh, look out for that because that's not a real label, like as if I'm gonna go and do exactly what he does, you know. I'm like, where the hell has the algorithm landed me here? But I'm living for it. So weird. It's like, don't question the algorithm. And then I've got to do the inside, which will be absolutely delightful. I'm not going to do that now, I just wanted to paint around. I'm like, thank God, right, I think I've done all them ones. Apart from the inside, which is also going to bug me because I feel like I should paint. You can also tell who spends obviously too much time on TikTok. Maybe it's showing me all the weird stuff that goes crazy. You need to come off TikTok now. It's not even anything like to do with what I do or look up or anything. That's how the algorithm gets you. What do you think of that? It's looking good. It's not finished because I also then maybe put some shading over the top. Because it is still like a work in progress. But you know when you're like, no, I've gone too far, I don't want to mess this up now. I'm trying to almost shade it. What do you think? It kind of looks quite nice standing there like that, really. Looks kind of slightly textured. It's just like what we're going to call it, refer to each other now. Maybe not if it's a stalkery thing. Can face her that way. I think it was a better decision to move the camera down. And then once she's got her red tail, I need to decide on these. The end bits. And then I just have to repeat that another 3 times, and the inside of that wing is going to be a pain in the bum. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it at some point. Quite impressed. I say it's not finished. I just need to know do I dare to go over maybe like nylon oil in like little bits of it. Oh, it looks literally like Maximus is just standing there looking up at it like, what the hell is that? Because that's the Scorched Queen variation I didn't know existed. Thank you for your tip as well. You can sort of like blend it in. I'll do that everywhere now. I'll get the technique down when I finish the third wing, or the third yeah, the third remaining bit now. It's like canon now. What who sounds like I'm a baby. You feel dread at having to do the upper wing. I've been watching Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Like, do you feel deaf? Yes. Yes, I do. Imagine trying to do that. It's gonna be quite dark, to be fair, in there. But to get in, it's going to be like really hard to get in. Maybe it's not gonna be bad because it's gonna be hard going against the hand or the arm. I mean, we'll do it, but I've got to get quite in. She's gonna have to be like that. This side will be not a problem. And then I've got her heart to do. And then on her other arm inside, she's got gold bars, like, on there. You can just about see. Oh, there's too much going on for it to focus on. I know that these top bits here, I don't know if you could actually, let's pick a blue paintbrush that we can point with. These bits here are going to be gold to match her gold armour. These bits, keep changing what I want to do. And then I've got to get into the heart and get in there. That'll be fun. That will take me probably longer, but I think it's something I probably wouldn't do on stream because it's going to be, you're not really going to see much. At the end, I don't always quote that 100 souls. That was our agreement. Oh, Captain. But apart from, we put the first one on, watched it. Second one, I fell asleep. And then watched the third one last night. I caved in. I slept and I woke up. I was like, okay, well I know what happened. And then on to the fourth now. Captain Barbossa. I love Calypso. She's like one of my favourite characters. 100. Do you fear death? Yes, yes I do. I need that, like, do you fear death? Do you dread? I can't think, how would you say it without it? Do you dread painting? There. My best Bob. No. Davy Jones. Okay. Okay, that turned out better than I thought it might turn out, but it's still like the wing needs definition, so like I'm thinking nylon oil because that's everything that you use. Yeah, it's gonna be, I'm gonna do a little bit and finish it off. But I'm like, you know when you're like, I might look at it in daylight and change it. And then I might even go in with a bit more darker. But then if I've got the nylon oil, I can do that as well. But you know when you're like, I don't want to touch it just in case it goes wrong. Just in case. No worries, what's? BRB? I don't think I could possibly even paint without... Oh, my light is turned off. Without, oh well, we'll leave it off. Not using its shade. That is quite off, I realise how late it is as well. That could be why it's turned off. But I'm gonna leave her there. I could turn her off and turn it back on again. Am I gonna... This is when I promise I have got short fun under my jumper. It does this. It like won't turn back on after a while. Okay, fine. It's really weird because it'll like notice it's been on and it goes, I'm not gonna turn back on. So we're leaving it off. Every part is when William gets stabbed in the heart. You know, I was always told, well not always told, I've been told like twice in my life when I've been out that I look like Keira Knightley. I do not see this. I'm like, okay, I think you need to go back and watch the film. And turn up, bootstrap, bootstraps, 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 bootstrap, bootstraps. We're gonna pretend that my light is on in the background. Keep putting it around so I can be like, shut off, shut off. Yeah, okay, we're liking this, and then it'll like pull together like once I've got the red to then finish off like the tail. Because that's why like I wanted the contrast of the red, so it's going to be kind of reddish, and then with the purple. It needs to have, I think, more of a purple inside, but I said I might be a work for black along where it folds in. Bootstrap bill. Good old Northern oil like on the back. Oh, you can see, just to see where that black is. I'm surprised things have not snapped off here. Apart from one, and I don't understand how. Leave that there. But that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to do any more because it has been 3 hours. Almost 4 hours. That's gone really quickly. And we're just on the wing. Which is great. We're not like, oh, wings. We have another 3 parts of wings to do. Who knows? Maybe the next time I do it, I'm going to like film painting a bit and be like, this is how I done my Ruffy's wing. We like struggled. Feel the pain. Feel the pain. I'm going to put my links back in here. So say if anyone is there and wants to join my Discord, I thought it was a shorthand, feel free. Anyone with like painting miniatures, I feel like putting that up a bit later now. Or my other social links are there if you want to come and see my Fallout stuff. So I do mix around. So Tabletop Tuesdays I generally paint Warhammer. Fallout Fridays I generally play Fallout. Last Friday I painted Fallout miniatures because I was watching a flight land, or take off I should say. And then I do Sunday Fundays, anything, I say anything goes, but generally we are painting Warhammer. That's when we're more than likely to sort of paint some Fallout miniatures, or I might get back into painting Warhammer. So it's kind of like painting miniatures is kind of taking over. But I love it, sort of having that nice balance of finding the two, and sort of like bringing out like Fallout. So being a Fallout content creator, now going, now I'm doing Warhammer now. It's sort of like, can be a bit of a cross, but it's kind of been welcomed. And then the two different things, I was like, do I have to start a new page? I don't really want to start a new page because I'm not going to be, you know, bringing it out. So I try and keep to like Tabletop Tuesdays, or I might do like, I don't know, a Warhammer Wednesday post or something on my socials. Crazy's my dad. PC is my daughter. Or my, what would be really weird, aunt. There we go. Cross it over. Right, we're going to look at red. I didn't realise how late it was, and now I've stopped. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling kind of tired now. Yeah, because I've stopped. Who should we? Where should we? What should we? I feel like we should go across into. Should we follow the love on to like a miniature stream? I don't know if we go with someone else, or should we raid someone who we know? Let's have a look. This is always the hardest part, I find. On Crazy's door PC. PC is, I was gonna say PC crazy. I'm trying to think somehow how this works. What's this building? Is that what that person said they were doing? No. It looked it. Same category. Periodically crazy. That's what it is. See, that's what it stands for. Right, let's have a look. It's too many. What's apply dangerous? Because there's things like I don't know. What's this? Jump back into this with some adept. Sounds like they've been away. You could raid that person. Jumping back into this. That sounds promising. Did you remember? Because I want to show you how. I actually love that. That sounds. What the heck? What? I think they're actually printing. They've got their screen on their print. I was like, what the hell is that? That is good one. Okay, now I'm torn. Somebody is celebrating 8 years on Twitch. We're going to go into miniatures. 8 years on Twitch or someone's jumping back in? It's my Riz working. Always, PC. Always. I'm like, which one to go for? They've equally not been doing. What should we go for? As it's that's sort of like 8 years. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm comparing the two. What is this? They're kind of celebrating 8 years. Should we go in? That's a long time, and also they've got Disney in their name. I don't know what they're painting, but it looks quite cool. Oh, where'd they go? I just went back to look at the other one, but now I can't find them. Don't do this to me, Twitch. Okay, if I can find one of the two people. There we go. Should go in 8 years. No worry. I know it's really late. I'm just gonna head out. We're gonna raid out. Right, let's raid this person before Twitch does another hissy. We'll go raid this person. So yes, it's quite late. I think I need to head to bed. I can't believe I've been doing almost 4 hours stream. How exciting. We'll go out to Creed song. Shall start the raid. Raiding. It give me 8 seconds to raid out. I'm not gonna sing that bit. You can imagine, right? I cancelled the raid because it gave me like 7 seconds to. I was like, what, pardon? So, thank you so much, everyone, for coming in and for that absolutely fantastic raid, and thank you for the follows and for the sub as well. We're gonna go and raid this person, but I'm gonna keep it really quick because this is obviously wanting me to raid this person. So, I will be back on Friday with Fallout Friday. I am debating to throw in a Thursday stream. So maybe we'll see. I've got a long day on Thursday, so it might not happen. But yeah, if not, I shall hopefully see you on Friday or see you on my socials. But I hope you have a good rest of your evening and a rest couple of days, and look forward to seeing you all soon. I'll start the raid again. I have 10 seconds. Why is this making this so short? Okay. Okay. Oh, we're there now. Okay, now it's sorting itself out now. Right, okay. That's freaking me out there. Right. I shall see you all soon. Take care. And my lovely little Volties, thank you so much. And take care, and hopefully see you on Friday.